What's up?
I'm here.
Y'all almost late today, huh?
Actually, no. I'm here on time.
Oh, you was here on. That's a first. Normally, you the last man in.
Mm-mm. I was here on time. Actually, I was, what, 5 minutes?
On TV.
Yeah. Let me see. All right.
There we go.
All right. I was about to say, why am I so echoing? I was about to say, what the hell going on?
That's because of my TV. I have my TV on, making sure what looks like what.
Oh, okay, okay. But everybody, welcome to the pre-show. We are just allowing a couple of people to join the show, get the notifications and stuff like that. But yeah, I was actually early. I was still actually early. Why am I echoing? Why am I echoing?
It might be me. Give me a second.
But
Okay. You stop echoing to you.
yeah,
So it's me.
yeah, I think it's gone now. I think it's gone now.
I mean, it's me.
All right. What's going on, man? What's going on? But I hope everybody been staying cool because the weather outside, bruh,
Man,
I
it's
don't know.
hard. It's
I don't
hard
know
to
what
stay
you
cool because it's hot outside.
I,
It's like real hot.
I don't know what you call that outside. I don't know if that's like hell. I don't know if that's the oven. I don't know. That's ridiculous. I don't see how anybody can enjoy anything outside right now. Real talk. I can't. I can't. I can't. But other than that, like I said, we're waiting on. Got a couple of minutes. Give y'all some time to join the show. Give y'all some time to get y'all a drink, pull up on us, and we're gonna discuss accountability today. Accountability, something that I think we sometimes have issues with. I believe. You know, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. Speaking of accountability, though, speaking of accountability, for everybody that's watching and just to kind of start the show off, um, last week, yeah, last week. I don't know if anybody's seen I guess the Instagram video of the 14-year-old boy, I guess self defense,
Yeah.
protecting his mom's. So that's a little bit of accountability because that to me that was kind of crazy. That was crazy how that happened. Uh, if everybody didn't see it, 14-year-old boy had shot a guy that was, I guess it was at a Chinese restaurant or whatever type of restaurant it was. A
Mhm.
particular guy got into an altercation with an elderly, grown lady, whatever like that.
Right.
And I don't know what it was. I don't know what the fuss was about. All I know is they was going back and forth. I don't know if it was either skipping a line or what. Still no excuse though. The man just went ballistic, and next thing you know, he just started punching on this woman like she was a man. And when I'm talking about punching, I was like, wow, that's unexcused. Like that's just no excuse for that type of stuff to happen. So, like any type of son would do, he seen his mom's getting punched on, and he shot at him. He shot the dude. If I'm not mistaken, I think the guy had wound up getting murdered. But I know at
He
one point
did.
he did, right.
Yeah.
So
He was killed.
right. So the guy, the 14-year-old boy, wound up getting arrested. Of course, the mother too. Of course, if you start to look at legal terms and stuff like that, a lot of people was like that. Just why when he was just doing self defense. And then I kind of dug a little deeper into the story. They said that the boy had got the gun. So I guess something happened. He got the gun and he started chasing the dude down the street. So I guess that's what made it, I guess, a little
Now I
complex.
didn't hear that part. But like
I,
I said, I'm not gonna say that I actually heard the whole story.
well, that's what I heard, and that's the reason
Yeah.
why he got. But
Allegedly, you have to say that. Allegedly.
allegedly, right?
There we go.
But at the same time, though, I don't blame. I'm glad the boy and the moms is freed and the charges was dropped because that's just no excuse. How do you, as a grown ass man, I don't condone hitting women. I don't, and you're gonna have some people that's gonna say, well, she shouldn't put their hands on a man, and I don't care.
But from what I saw, she never hit him. So
No,
we can't
no.
even use that.
That's what I'm saying though. Like, what
Yeah.
gives you the right to put your hand? You ain't even put no. You swung. Like
Yeah.
he had to. I'm gonna just say this: for him to get that upset, and I don't know this, I don't know if he was
Mhm.
either mentally not in the right space, a mental illness. You never know. You know what I'm saying?
Or
But it
it
was
could be drugs. It could have been a drug. Like you don't actually know what went on. Like all
right.
we see is a clip, and then we understand that a man hit a woman, the woman's son defended her, and now we're here. Like
Right.
that's I can say that even if she did physically put her hands on him as a man, I just feel like the way he went at her, it was way too. I don't know. I'm not okay with it.
Too aggressive.
Not cool.
I'm not, and I don't
Yeah.
condone. Like I said, a 14-year-old boy. What is going on, Kentrell? What's up? What's up? What I don't condone, like I said, I don't condone putting my hands on a woman. I don't, just in general, like I said, it don't sit right with me. But at the end of the day, what up, Justin? Um, I don't blame the 14-year-old boy because you kind of got to think
Yeah.
about it. Like he probably seen this, like 14-year-old, you know, he's seeing a grown ass man punching on his mama. The first thing you thinking of is like, oh look, I
Yeah.
gotta do something. Like he
Mhm.
probably didn't know. Like I said, you don't know the story, you don't know the child or whatever. But at the
Yeah.
end of the day, you like this dude. Like, man, the only way I can defend my mama, I gotta get a gun or something. Of course, once again, if you get into the legal terms, well, you could have picked up something else and hit him, and no. When it comes
Yeah.
to your moms, the woman that
You see
gave birth,
red. You see red.
you see red. I
Yeah.
don't care what it is. I don't care what it
Yeah.
is. But that to me, that man, unfortunately, he died. I, it is what it is. But at the same time, if he was to, make it or survive, he would have had to be accountable for his actions. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Just
I agree.
that's wrong. That you just don't swing on women like that.
I agree. And it's a
That's just,
lot of things that I saw in the background that was kind of upsetting. Like he left a couple kids behind that,
mhm.
his mom taking care of. And I saw a GoFundMe page like for the mom. And it's kind of like all of this could have been avoided if you would have just walked away.
Yeah,
If you would have just walked away. Like walking away is the easiest thing that you can ever do.
exactly.
Hard. I haven't always walked away, but it's it's the easiest way to avoid consequences in the end.
Hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
I, and I guess at that moment you really not think, and that's the crazy part. Like you're not thinking about consequences. Like when it comes to your moms, I guess that moment it just outweighs. It doesn't matter what happens. It outweighs the consequences. It doesn't matter if it was your moms, your pops. If you know, hey, this is the only way I could defend and protect my moms or pops or sister, even your little brother, whatever the circumstances is, and for a fact, like, look, I'm not no fighter. I'm not none of this. This is the only way that I could protect somebody. The consequences, yeah. Once again, is it right to just start shooting at somebody? No, it's not. But at the same time, what is supposed to do? You
Yeah,
know, sometimes you see red, and then you be like, oh, like the consequences. Now I'm gotta go to jail. Now I gotta do. I'm gonna be fighting for my freedom now. But that's why I always say, a lot of people don't understand. Like when you do something, you know why you did it. You know what I'm saying? Like I did it to protect somebody, but unfortunately, what's up, Zig?
oh,
Welcome,
Yo,
welcome,
yo, yo. What's
welcome.
good?
welcome.
What's going on?
We
Uh,
chilling.
but yeah, man. I guess at the end of the day, you kind of just you deal with the consequences, because when it, like I said, when it comes down to protecting your family, you'll live with the consequences. And of course, the people that loves you, they're gonna make sure that, hey, we're gonna make sure that you get out these charges or find a way to get to a better situation. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that was a foul video. That was foul. I didn't.
Yeah.
It was hard for me to
Wow,
watch.
bro.
It was hard for me to watch though. But other than that, look like we got 5 more minutes,
Yeah, we got 5 minutes.
giving everybody a chance to tune in. YouTube, definitely go to our YouTube page. Let's hash it out. Podcast, check us out live. You know, I need y'all to subscribe, hit that notification button, that bell. I need y'all to follow Tay Talks. I need y'all to do all of that. I need y'all to follow Ziggy the Beast. Of course, follow me, S Right, on Instagram, on all platforms. But we just on a pre-show, giving people a chance to tune in, to you know, get that notification, click the link, and we're gonna be ready to start the show in 4 minutes. And like I said, we are talking about accountability tonight.
Now,
Accountability.
see, this comment
Which
is
one, Tay?
Ken Charles' last comment.
Okay.
That's a great one. And the reason why I say that, he would never had to take a life if the surrounding men would have intervened in the beginning. I do agree with this to an extent.
Mhm.
Reason why is because not too long ago, the Walmart in New Orleans East, they had a fight.
Mhm.
And it's crazy because a man is in the middle of the fight, actually fighting with the women, pulling this one off of this one, not breaking it up, but more so involved. And in the end, and sometimes we talk about the white versus the black community, but at the end of the video, I see a white man pulling these people, trying to pull these people apart. So it goes to show you, like, sometimes a lot of people like to try to play black people against white people, but sometimes the white people are the ones with the common sense that's like, you know what? Let me break this up. Let
At the
me,
end of the day,
yeah.
when it
Versus
comes
a million people watching, which I know that Walmart is full of people.
when it comes to stuff like that, I don't look at it as a black and white. That's a great point. But and when you see stuff like that, I think people have to, they got to get that black and white stuff out and just think about it as a human being. Like, just have that common sense as a human being. Like, this is another human being. Like,
Yeah.
but, you know, of course, people gonna be like, "Oh, it's not my business," or "I'm not about to get in the middle of it."
Yeah.
Understandable. I understand it, because you never know what can fall out behind that. You know, people be like, "Oh, I'm gonna remember you when I get out," and it's a lot of stuff. But at the end of the day, you're a human being. Come on now. If I see a
Yeah.
woman, you see a woman getting beat on like that, this a grown ass man beat. What if that was your mom that was just by there, there by herself? What if her son wasn't there and she got beat on by this man? And you wish somebody would have stepped in and be like, damn, all these men just watching? Like, that's what I'm saying. Be a human being, bro. Like, common sense. Come on now. Common sense. Common sense, man. But yeah, I think that was a definitely tough video to watch. I don't really like to look at stuff like that, but that was a big topic. I steamed it from last week with that. And like I said, good thing that the 14-year-old boy and his moms had got the charges dropped and they reunited. But that's still gonna be something that's gonna be kind of,
Ongoing.
You
Some
got
other
some
stuff is gonna
PTSD from
pop
that.
up.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And a
What's
lot of
up,
things are
Pete?
gonna pop up from that for sure.
Facts,
Hey,
facts.
that's right. They want to give us a quick rundown of the episode today, bro, before we get into the intro.
Oh, yeah, I pretty much said it before you got on, big bro.
Got you.
Accountability, man. It's accountability in just relationships, friendships. We're gonna get a little bit into the financial stability aspect of
So
things.
people, so if your credit score, so what if my credit score 101, bro?
Hey, whew,
Are we talking about that kind of accountability?
man, we're gonna get into it after the intro.
No
But
offense to anybody with a credit score that low.
hey, somebody got a credit score that low. Whew, Lord, I don't know what
Yeah.
to tell you, man. Good luck, but yeah, man, we're gonna talk about accountability with a lot of stuff, man. Like, just we're gonna get into a little bit of the financial situations, and I want to dig deeper, a little bit more deeper into this 50-50 conversation. I need
Okay, so that's what. Okay, that's the meat and
yes.
potatoes of what you. Okay,
Hmm.
okay,
But also accountability too, for sure.
okay.
Accountability.
Tay like okay, there it is.
Yeah. It's always a little. I'll be waiting for him to get to the point sometime,
There
and then
and
he
that
hit
and
me with
there.
it. Okay,
Yeah.
50-50.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, all right, y'all.
Get out your feelings and stop the killing and run your mouth. We talking east to the west, I'm not bringing back the south. Bases is loaded, 2 strikes and one more, I get you out. Let's talk about like adults and sit back and hash it out. Hash it out, 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 and we gon' hash it out. Hash it out, hash it out, hash it out, hash it out. Let's get your cups and sit back and let's talk and hash it out. Men lie and women lie, but numbers don't. We can debate if you want, but I know you really won't. I'ma reach and guess my percentage on the desk. I'm sure like Holmes, detective skills, he be at the max. S Rider, his topics, he bringing me the best. Ziggy the BC be streaming, that man is built for next. Take talk, she wear the dress, but don't try to press. I'm S dotted, I'm campus smacking, we at your neck. Hash it out, 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 and we gon' hash it out. Hash it out, hash it out, hash it out, hash it out. Let's get your cups and sit back and let's talk and hash it out. Get out your feelings and stop the killing and run your mouth. We talking east to the west, I'm not bringing back the south. Bases is loaded, 2 strikes and one more, I get you out. Let's talk about like adults and sit back and hash it out.
Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to Let's Hash It Out podcast. Hash It Out Thursday. Matter of fact, this is S. Ryder, the host, alongside with Tay Talks and Ziggy the Beast. We are live and ready to start episode 3, where we're going to be talking about accountability tonight. We're going to talk about a little bit of financial stability. We're going to talk a little bit about this ongoing 50-50 conversation I've been seeing around this social media platforms and stuff like that. But before I start getting into all this subscribing and stuff, first of all, how's everybody doing today? How everybody doing? And y'all been hydrated? Y'all been drinking y'all water, y'all fluids?
Hey, bro.
Y'all
Trying
done
the
been
best I can to stay hydrated. Just as an educational moment for y'all. If y'all use the bathroom and it's the same color as a lemon, you need to drink more water.
No, you need
It's
to go
too
to
hot out here for all that.
you need to go to the hospital.
You need to
Man, I'm weak.
Lemon? That's bad.
Man, I'm weak.
I need to, maybe pipe down on the alcoholic beverages and drink a little bit more water in this heat.
Yeah, that's
We don't want y'all passing out on these beaches and at brunch, sipping on these bottomless mimosas,
huh.
different things like that.
That's
Drink
what's
water.
I love a good mimosa.
Oh yeah,
A
we
good
know.
mimosa.
We know.
I love it.
No. But other than that, though, man, once again, we thank y'all for being with us tonight. Like I said, we got another dope conversation and episode for y'all. But first, I definitely need y'all to subscribe to the YouTube channel where we are live right now at Let's Hash It Out Podcast. Hit that notification button, hit that bell. Also, follow me on all platforms. That's Ryder. Follow Tay Talks. Follow Ziggy the Beast on all platforms for some love. Also, follow the Let's Hash It Out podcast too. We need y'all to continuously support, show the show love, repost, share, whatever y'all can do. Get the news out there to people to come peep us out, man, because we are, in my mind, the hottest podcast out there right now. So that's just me.
Look at
That's
you.
I appreciate
Look
it.
at you.
Hey, look, you know what I'm saying? The confidence, the swag is coming out, you know what I'm saying? Season 3, we love it, bro.
You have to
Keep it up.
manifest this stuff, dog. You have
Yeah,
to.
bro.
You have to. That's the truth. That's the
You got
truth.
to.
You
Ain't
have to
nobody else gonna
manifest
do it.
things.
Might as well,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Nobody else
Mine
gonna
as
do it.
well.
Mine
as well.
mine as well.
Right.
Mine as well.
Right. But shout out to everybody that's in the comments. I see y'all. Thank y'all again.
Mine as well.
Right.
Mine as well.
Mine as well. But look, before we do get into the topics, for people that's joining us just late in a pre-show, we was talking about the story with the 14-year-old boy who had shot the guy who had attacked his mother at a restaurant and fighting over food or whatever the altercation, however it started. We definitely wanted to we touch based on that and kind of see what people thoughts was on that and how y'all felt about that situation. I'm gonna just ask y'all a quick question, right quick. Take, if you was in that situation, would you have took that same step as
Yes.
the 14-year-old boy
Yes.
did? Zig?
Yes. I wouldn't have thought twice about it. I would
Okay,
have.
Dog, ain't nobody
I
about to
would
be
have.
teeing off on my mama and then just go home like everything good.
Yeah. And then my mama face probably,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah, dog.
no.
but
I'm not gonna say what will happen, but something gonna happen.
Yeah.
oh,
And
some,
I would
You know
say,
what I'm saying?
if I was to put
Something
myself in
gonna
that
happen.
child's shoes, like his size versus a man, and you see how he hitting your mama, to get him off her, the only choice you have is to
Yeah,
shoot.
dog.
That
That's what
holding
I'm
on to
saying.
him is something that's not an option.
You just gonna black out, bro. Just something.
Exactly.
that's what I was saying. I literally said that I didn't know if this guy had some type of mental health issues
Yeah.
or whatever
So
because
different ways. It could have been mental health, drugs, or
You
just a
know,
bad day.
right, it's still no excuse. I'm not giving
None.
this man
None.
no
you
excuses,
know.
but like for mental illness people, you know what I'm saying, they may have to be on medication, and if they not, episode or something, that can trigger y'all. It could trigger anything, could trigger somebody just to act crazy and just black out and just be like, just go stupid. But for
Yeah.
this man to hit this woman in the face like that, I'm
You
sorry.
know.
Like, yeah, I like
It's
take
personal.
you got to think about the consequences. Yeah, well,
Mhm.
consequences is I'll be in handcuffs. It's my mom's. I'll
Yeah.
Hey,
be in
hey,
handcuffs. I'll be
teeing
in.
off on my mind. I'll deal with it later. But
Yep.
you
Just
know,
look. Just get the lawyer. We'll
go
figure it out.
ahead.
We'll figure it out.
See?
But
Want my lawyer.
yeah. But I'm glad everybody. I'm glad the boy and the mom reunited. The charges were dropped, and I'm glad that like I said, unfortunately, the guy. I don't like to see anybody get killed, but I mean, the boy had to do what he had to do, and that was the end result. So,
Hey, bro.
and then like Tay brought up another point. I didn't like how you had people standing in line, allowing this man to attack not just a mother, but a woman in general. You a man standing in line and you allowing this to happen, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it definitely,
I don't
men
care
shouldn't be
who her
beating on.
attack is, a woman. I
People
don't
should
care.
just be people should just be keeping their hands to themselves.
They
I've been
should.
seeing a lot of people hitting on each other, men hitting women, women beating on men. Keep your hands to yourself, because this is the kind of the outcomes that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna
It's
get hurt.
said
We saw
that
the
done
other
though, but we
one.
gonna talk about consequences.
We saw consequences, and another one that happened is I think a lady was beaten on. She went to some ex football player's house, hitting him upside his head. Then went and said, "I'm gonna get my brothers to shoot the house up." Then he defended it. You see what I'm saying? Just like
Yeah.
learn
Yeah.
to walk
I
away.
saw that. I saw that.
Learn to walk away. People need to keep their hands to themselves. But
Yeah, I saw
anyway,
that.
I'm gonna go give a quick shout out to the people in chat before S. Ryder and Tay takes us into our topics of the day. So shout out P. Coleman. We see you, T. Dunn, Rennie, Brittany M, Ev Barnes. Ev said add them hydration packs into your water. All
Mm.
right, bet. Um, Dayton Rose. Wazam with it. Hash it out crew. What's good, y'all? And appreciate everyone that is lurking on other platforms and other shared platforms. I know S-Rod and Tay also share the stream on their respective platforms and everything like that, which we appreciate. However, please find your way over to our YouTube channel at Hash It Out Podcast, like S-Rod said in the opening. And just make sure you hit that subscribe button. That helps us get into the algorithm. It helps grow the channel, which y'all have been doing, and y'all have been helping us out with, which we appreciate. So,
Right. So I'm ready to get into this
all right, what we
accountability
got, dog?
conversation. So
I'll tell you,
Oh
laughing like, here we
Lord.
go.
we getting into it because, like, me personally, like I've been interested in a conversation like this. I am. Come on, man! Don't start with these
And
comments.
not, bro. I mean, they're gonna come up randomly throughout. It's for our viewing audience.
We know. So accountability, right? Relationship wise, I'll start off there.
All right, bro.
Let's just get into the accountability part. You got a lot of people that's dealing with, dating issues, just entirely relationships, marriage, whatever the case may be. You have a lot of people, men and women, Why didn't the relationship work? Oh, well, such and such did this to me, and such did that to me, and they didn't do this the correct way, and they ain't do that. All I'm hearing is a bunch of people playing victim instead of just saying to myself, hey, what, like, do you ever step back and look yourself in the mirror and say, what accountability do I take? Did I do something? Did I really not? Was I blinded so much by the other person's mistake? And I didn't really take a step back and really ask myself, like, did I do something wrong? Did I not take the necessary steps? Did I not make a valid effort? I see more people playing victim instead of taking accountability on why a certain situation didn't happen or why a relationship or marriage or even a friendship problem didn't succeed or was successful or whatever like that. That's where I want to know. Prime example, Tay.
Mm-hmm.
Give you one. I give you one. Why do men do this? Why is men like this? Why do men always want to cheat? What? Hold up. Why do men always get? I'm gonna put a percentage on it, big dog. Why do men get 98% of the blame
Here you go.
and women
Here
get
you go.
2%
Here you go.
of
98%. That's
90,
98. Okay.
98% of the blame, and y'all get the 2%, like the little small. You ever seen the pie chart? Like y'all get that small little percentage, but the men get the whole pie. We like that. Why is it y'all men? Why y'all like that? Why y'all? I need to know. I need to know. That's my thing. I need you to talk to me for the women out there. Like you speak for the women and women. I need all the women supporters. Y'all get in the comments too. Because I need to know
You.
why men always get 98% of the
So
blame.
this is your question to T, and
Yes,
all right, here you go, T. You on the hot seat. All
you're on
right.
a hot seat.
Okay.
I need answers.
Okay. So my first thing is I feel like a woman will always love harder than a man. I feel like a man will react off of instinct versus emotions. I feel like a woman, when it comes to cheating, a woman is gonna cheat once she feel like we're to the point in this relationship that he's doing what he's doing. I'm hurt by it, so I'm a fight fire with fire. Once again, y'all know I talk from experience. So for me, if somebody cheats on me, the first time I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna let it roll. The second time, I'm gonna be looking kind of sideways, and then I'm gonna start opening that door for okay, now we on the same type of time.
Can I stop you? Why
No,
would
you can't
hold up?
stop me.
Oh,
Hold up.
let her cook, big bro.
Hold up. I just got a question right quick,
Okay.
T.
All right.
I'm sorry. I don't normally cut you off like this. Hold up.
Go
You
ahead.
said that the first time he cheats, you're
Hmm.
tolerated. Why
Yeah.
would you tolerate cheating on the first time?
Let me say this because I do feel like everyone makes mistakes when it comes to a relationship. Yes, you come in the door to say, you know what, I'm gonna be in this relationship and this, that, and the other. But just like anything else, I feel like as people, we take time to shape and mold to who we need to be in each and every situation. So from day one, you can't tell me you go into this relationship, yeah, nobody at all is texting my phone. I'm not saying every single man is the same, but I'm saying for majority, when it comes to that part, it's like it's levels to we're getting there, we're getting there, we're getting there, we're getting there. Nobody jumps head first. Yep, dropping everything. It's just me and you. We gonna work it out to the end. That's not how it works.
Mhm.
And I feel like once again, we're all human. So you can meet your soulmate that's just not ready for you right now. So in that situation, you're not gonna say, you know what, I'm just gonna heart this man until he get it together. Or he's gonna make a mistake, but I'm gonna constantly throw his mistakes in his face. That's not how life works. If you love a person and you care for a person, like we talked about last season, you're gonna tolerate some things to help shape and mold them to what you would like them to be.
Mhm.
I feel like everyone, man, woman, boy, or girl, can be shaped and molded to what you want them to be.
Okay.
Not me though, because I'm already perfect.
That's
So
a,
it makes no sense to try to shape and
that's
mold.
a, so that's an interesting take.
Yeah.
I never would thought that you will allow cheating to happen on the first. So what
Yeah.
mistake did you have from cheating? Like, how you mistakenly cheat on somebody, especially if
I
you care for them. Like, what get? First of all, this is my thing.
sometimes
Go ahead.
sometimes you're placed and you put yourself in situations that are kind of rocky. And when
Mhm.
you put yourself in situations that are kind of rocky, things happen. I'm not saying it's perfect. I'm not saying it's okay. And I'm not saying it's something that any and everybody have to respect. But for me, like when it has come to certain people, they've done one thing and it was out the door. Like my tolerance for things are low. So for me, if I'm in a situation and my tolerance is just like, okay, well, everybody back in the day would tell you, you got to take some bullshit to get to the rainbow on the other side. So back in the day, a lot of people worked out and they worked it out because they tolerated a little bit more than what we do now.
Mhm.
That's just what it is.
And I seen a comment from T Dunn where she said that women tolerate more bullshit than men.
Definitely.
See that? All right, I get that. But
No,
see,
no,
that's what
no.
I'm
When you
talking
say
about
you
right
get
now.
that, do you agree with that or do you not?
This is where I'm I feel like once again, the 98% of men we getting the blame. I feel like men tolerate
That's not what
bullshit
we
too.
asked. We didn't ask if men tolerate bullshit or not. We asked if
Yeah.
are you agreeing or are
Yeah.
you disagreeing that men or women tolerate more bullshit from the opposite sex?
I would say
There
women.
we
I
go.
agree.
There we go.
I agree. But there are men out there that tolerate bullshit as well.
I agree.
I feel like they tolerate
I
bullshit
agree.
as well.
Because I come
And
with some
it
shit. I ain't
can
gonna
it
lie
can
to you.
but see, you got to answer this question for me, right? I'm pretty sure the men will agree. Like, I feel like this. What is the purpose of, oh, I gotta let me just test them, like I'm gonna test them just to see the reaction, or just to see how this person is that a way to see if that person is really into you, or is this person really the one for you? I'm not with all that testing stuff. Like, oh, I gotta test them. I'm about to see what's going on. Because to me, a lot of people might feel offended by that, because like, what this is, like, you don't trust me, or why do I feel like I gotta show you this, or why do I gotta go through the ringer to show you how I really truly care about you and how interested I'm. I don't
I say
see
this
people do
because in
this,
the
like,
beginning, probably in the beginning stages of dating, it was easy. We all made it easy. Like, yeah, it
honeymoon
was it
stage.
was easy. But as you get older and you get hurt, it gets harder. So to trust a person is harder. To accept certain things, it's harder. To be open, it's harder because you felt like in the past when you did those things and it was a little bit easier for another, they messed over you. So you're
Mm.
gonna automatically default to, you know what? I gotta put him through the ringer. I gotta play these games with him to see if he gonna last, if he gonna stick around. Because if a person like you and they love you and they care about you enough, they gonna take all your bullshit. Not saying that it's the right thing to do, not saying that it's okay, but they gonna take a little bullshit.
Sound like toxic.
We've all done it. We've all done it.
Yes, we have,
Yeah.
but I just feel like at the end of the day, though, why it just can't just be like, let me just see where this person, like, hey, I told you what my expectations and standards are. I know what I I'm gonna say demand, because you demand a certain level of respect, you demand a certain level of value. Everybody, men and women, you know what you want, right? You've been
Yeah.
hurt, you've been hurt, you've been through the ringer, you're tired of the bullshit. And that's my thing right there. You're tired of the bullshit. And do you sometimes have to step back and say, okay, not to say the person is still not guilty at a fault for what they did to hurt you, or to make you not respect them or be interested in them no more. Like, I get that part, but the accountability part, like, do you ever just, I think sometimes we as human beings, we don't take that time to really step back and say, damn, was I really that bad? Because that person, you might say, well, you're not doing this. Well, damn, like, you're not doing something either, but you might overlook it because that is probably not the priority at the moment. Like we all been blinded like that before. And then you
Yeah.
step back and be like, damn, did I really, am I really like that? Could I change? But sometimes our ego and our pride gets in the way and we don't want to own up to that accountability.
And see, for me, I feel like it's a fine line when it comes to accountability.
Mm-hmm. Talk to me.
Everybody plays a role in a situation becoming what it is. For example, let's say you're dating someone and this person's like, you know what? I don't want a relationship. I'm just not there. I'm not ready for that. I just want to have a good time, enjoy life, and wherever life may take me, that's where I'm going.
Mm-hmm.
That's that person. They didn't told you this from day one. This is how they feel. But you feel like in your heart, their actions have showed you something different. They may have said this in the beginning, but then they're doing things and they're showing you actions. They're doing things for you. They're doing things with you that are different from this beginning line of, you know what, I don't want nothing, anything further than just a good time.
Mm-hmm.
So then you fall into that situation where, hey, you and your feelings, you're speaking on some things, you're talking a little different, you're reacting a little different because they're showing you different. But then
Mm-hmm.
once you get to a certain point, it's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I told you from the beginning, this isn't what I wanted. This wasn't what I was looking for. I like you. You cool. We spend time together. We have a great time. But I still don't want that. It's a fine line of you have to be mindful. You have to hold yourself accountable when you cross that line to go so far with the person, with their emotions and with what they have going on. And you
Right.
can't be upset when another person has a reaction to the things that you're doing,
Mm-hmm.
things that you're showing them. Whether it's the yes, I'm here for it, and then the rejection, and then whatever comes after that, we're human. When you're dealing with someone, especially for so long, at some point you're going to develop feelings. Whether
Right.
it's feeling to go this far to be with that person, or to just say, "Hey, I enjoy this person being around." But
Mm-hmm.
you also got to understand that there's a toxic side to others as well. As far as, you know what, I'm not ready for you, but I really don't want you with nobody else. So we fall into the ball of a lot going on. But you have to hold yourself accountable to how you feel.
I feel like accountability also can take place in marriages and relationship too, not just breakups or anything like that. Like, you might have that conversation, and let's go back to what we said last week, pillow talking, right? You might have a
Here we go.
conversation,
Here we go.
right?
You,
I'm not going back to it. I'm just
you
saying,
love that. You
I'm just
love that.
saying though, we like to keep things relevant around here. But
Mm-hmm.
um you might have a conversation, hey, let's talk. Let's have a conversation. I noticed something, I feel like you should step up a little bit. I think that in order for our relationship to take that next step, I might have to do this, or you may have to do this, X, Y, and Z, whatever. I think in order for you, if you're interested into a person and you really enjoy their presence, you enjoy the vibe, the energy, and you are starting to realize that this person has the potential to be more than what I expected, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have to take accountability and also try to adapt, if that makes sense. Because like you say, the honeymoon phase is all good, like the text messages, and then everything. You're going on dates, you're going on trips, y'all through thick and thin. You heard me? Y'all thick and thin through good, bad times, everything. Several months, then you kind of not saying going on rocky roads, but it's more like, oh, okay, I'm starting to really, maybe we need to have a conversation.
Yeah.
I feel like you need to do this, or I noticed that you never done this. But you're not saying that to be negative or you're forcing them to do something, but it's more like, all right, I'm telling you, right? I'm just telling you, I'm putting it out there. We having a conversation. You as a person, man or woman, you have to take accountability and ask yourself, like, if I'm truly going to be with this woman, women going to be with this man. Hey, all right, this conversation, I took a lot from it. I
Yeah.
heard, I heard, and I listened. Listening and hearing is two different things.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying. But I heard and I listened. I understand that. No need. Now, once you hear that, now it's time for you to take the accountability and put that into action. I'm not about to just continuously be not showing you. Now it's time for me to, okay, it might not be tomorrow. I hear you, I listen. Okay, bet. Because I'm about to show you with actions now. That's it. The
Yeah.
words were spoken. Now it's time for you to come through with actions. So accountability, it can be for breakups and everything. But I just feel like sometimes we all been in a situation where we play victim and we just want to blame the person. Like we playing victim, but we don't take the time out to look in the mirror and actually look at our reflection and be like, what bullshit did I contribute to this situation? Maybe I
Yeah.
did, and not saying that the person was still right. No, like that person probably still messed over you and made you look like a dummy and played on you, played in your face. But
Clean your face.
what what made and that goes to show you sometimes you just don't know. You could do everything right. Right, Zed? Right, Ted? You could do
Yeah.
everything right.
Big facts.
And somebody still is going to be craving temptation.
Well, like they said, you can't
Yeah.
please everybody.
You
Can't
can't.
make everybody happy. You got
And,
to make yourself happy first.
but I like to
But
think,
another thing that when it comes to accountability, I feel like we don't allow people to grow. Like we feel like this person, I met them, they were in this phase, they was this way. Even with years to come, we still hold against them what they did years ago. Like
mm,
we as people, we have to hold ourselves accountable to say, okay, hey, what did I do in this situation to make this person that way with me?
Mm-hmm.
Like a person didn't just wake up one day and it was like, you know what? I don't like him. I don't like her. It's something that you possibly did that person or something about you that guess what? It doesn't click with the person. But you
Right.
have to hold yourself accountable to say, hey,
Right.
I get it. And
mm,
for me, I can tell you at some point in my life, I wasn't the best person in the world. I didn't have the best personality. I may have been in a dark space. I may have been in a hurt space.
Mm.
But now that I'm growing to who I am now, and I find
Mm-hmm.
myself coming back around certain people or
Mm-hmm.
certain conversations come up with certain people, it's like I look back and I be like, I didn't have to do that. Or I
Mm.
didn't have to say that. Or I apologize if I offended you because that's not what I meant. Or I was going through something at the time, so I just gave a reaction. But we have to be human enough to say, this person is human. They're going to make mistakes, but I respect anybody that comes to me and say, you know what? I apologize if I hurt you. I apologize if I offended you.
Mm-hmm.
If I want this to continue, whether it's a friendship, a relationship, a family ship, how can we get back to that place that we once were or to a better space? Like you have to get into the ball of forgiving. Like I feel like when you talk about accountability, you have to hold yourself accountable, but then you also have to forgive. You also have to be open to forgive and give another person time to forgive you. Rome wasn't built overnight, but if you work together with a person to make a situation better, it can get there.
I
And
think
it's life.
I think when you said that, like give somebody time to grow. Yeah, I agree with that. And I think sometimes by being hurt so much in the past, a lot of people just don't have time, like the time or the patience.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
and you can't blame them. You can't blame them because you get the older you get. Once again, you realize, look, life is too short.
Yeah.
I know what I expect, not only for myself, but I know if you are interested in me, these are not demands. These are my expectations and standards. You came
Mm-hmm.
to me, you into my life, you conversated with me to try to get to know me. All
Right.
right, this is what I bring to the table. This is what I this is who I am. I'm not hiding nothing. I'm not sugarcoating nothing.
Hmm.
You're either gonna step up to the plate and show me, don't talk it, because anybody can say I love you, but there's different ways of expressing and showing somebody that you truly love them. So let's
I
get
agree.
with that clip. But I do agree with that. And accountability, like you said, you have to take accountability and also other people's feelings, if that makes sense.
It
Yeah.
does.
Break
Empathy.
it down. So you have to be accountable. Like, yeah, you might say, yeah, right now I'm not ready, but at the end of the day, that person, the more they connect with you, they just like, I don't care what you're going through. I want
Yeah.
you. I need to be with you because you make me. It's something about. your aura that makes that person happy and at peace. But
Yeah.
you still kind of like shutting them out, and they're showing you with actions, just not with words. It's more actions behind those words. But
Yeah.
the, you have to take accountability and realize that, all right, look, how can I not hurt this person's feelings, but at the same time express to them like where I'm at? Because there's
Mhm.
ways that you can do that. And whoever knows, whatever dark cloud you may have, we all have black clouds and different situations that we may deal with. But at the end of the day, though, you know, honesty and being open, that's the best way, And sometimes, some people might not want to hear that, but you got to respect that person. You got to respect that
Yeah.
person's mind. But yeah,
But communication is hard these
it is.
days.
It is.
It's
It is.
hard to not only communicate your feelings, but communicate what you feel like a person is doing to you
Right.
or with you or around you. Because you can be reading something so totally wrong. Like another person could just be like, this is regular. Like,
You're
I
not
don't
used
feel
to
like
it.
I'm doing nothing extra. But then
Mm.
another person can be like, oh my God, like this is so different to me. Like, I like this. This is something that I see. This is somebody who I really want to be with. Like,
Right.
for example, I was talking to somebody and a female, she started dating an older guy. And she was like, I never had a guy that just be like, come on, well, since you're not doing nothing, let's just go get drinks. She was like, I never experienced that. So to me, this helps me to be on a different level from younger people that I dated that was like, well, just come outside and we could just sit in the car and talk or something like that. So it's different things that people bring into your life that opens your mind up to say, you know what? I like this. Like
Mhm.
I want to be a part of this, like long term, not just short term. But you have to be ready and open and willing to understand, hey, this may not be my it. Like this has opened the door to let me know to check some list some things off my list to say, hey, you can get this, but there's some other things on that list that I have to have that this list doesn't check out.
Right. I
You
think it's hard.
missing some things here.
I think it's hard to be understanding. I think it's hard to be patient at times, and I definitely think it's hard to be honest. Like, somebody be like, be honest, but honesty, you be like, "Ooh, Lord, like, damn, all right." You got to be careful what you ask for, man. Once again, at the end of the day, you have to understand. I always try not to allow the past or what I've went through to affect what I can have in the present and possibly in the future. It's hard. Not, I
Yeah.
get ain't nothing. Everything doesn't work overnight. You have to find a way to. All right, I know what I dealt with in the past. I see the efforts that this person is putting forward in trying to be in my life. Okay, I might have this, that, and the third going on. But at the end of the day, you know what? Why not? Why not? It don't hurt. But like you said, communication, it's the simplest things. Sometimes people will be like, affection, just attention, just the things that I think we overlook. It don't even be the materialistic things or what can I do for you? What can you do for me? Nobody, and I think we all can agree, and people in the chat and people that's just watching, nobody wants somebody that they can't depend on, that they can't lean on during not only just the good times, but the bad times. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like nobody wants that, which brings me to the financial stability part. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like nowadays everybody is fixed, people or society is making this world believe like, hey, you have to make a certain amount of money to be with this particular person. Or if you don't have this amount of money, then a relationship is not going to work. I find that bullshit. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. Because at the end
Mm.
of the day, I don't believe in that. I don't. Now, don't get me wrong. Nobody wants a broke man. Nobody wants a broke woman. I get all that. But at the end of the day, I'm not about to allow society to tell me what's acceptable financial wise
Mm-hmm.
and oh, I got to be in this type of bracket in order to have this type of woman, or to
Mm-hmm.
I don't have this amount of money, then that woman is not going to stay with me. Hell no. I'm
You could be
sorry.
making six figures living check to check. So it just depends on how you use your money.
Right.
You could be making
You know
six
what I'm
figures, but everything is leased or rented.
saying?
I'm just saying,
Yeah,
like, let's just
that
keep
is
it
true.
real.
Facts.
And
I
some people rather lease a rent.
right. I
Man,
feel like all that's materialistic. I'm
facts.
sorry, Zed. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying Tay was saying it's facts. Like
Yeah.
a lot of people when they get in certain
Like I know some people
yeah.
who have decent money, and it's like I would never buy a car because by the time I get so far into paying a note, I want another car. So I don't drive that much where I'm going out of town and taking trips in my car. So I rather just lease it, and then when that time is up, get another one. And
Right.
how certain people feel. So when you go into a ball of different strokes for different folks, what works for you may not work for me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's just how society is.
Yeah,
You
like they have people with money who like, you know what? I would never buy a house. I'd rather just rent. I don't want to deal with getting somebody to cut my grass. I don't want the AC to go out and I have to worry about getting somebody to fix it. Like it's things that when it comes to becoming a homeowner, that it's a responsibility that a
oh,
lot of
big.
people don't want to take up that responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
It's like come on
But
the house.
like I said, it just with the financial, you know what I'm saying? We didn't all been through them days where we didn't been like, oh shit, how I'm gonna get this done, or how I'm gonna make this happen, or you might have to sacrifice something in order to get this done. You know, money comes and goes. Like it's
Yes, it
paper,
does.
it's paper. And once again, I look at things on both sides of the coin, and I just feels like social media, of course, it has its pros and cons, just like anything else. I just don't like that people really follow those guidelines or even trying to keep up with the term that we all use, keeping up with the Joneses. Please don't do that. Whatever works for you, let that work for you. If you know this person is making, I don't know, 60, 70,000 a month, you making 80, you combine that, that's a winning team. You making things work. You just got to come to the table and ask yourself, like, how can we make ourselves more powerful and wealthy with building businesses? Or hey, maybe we can start you a business. You might have something that you might want to start. Back. Let's sit down. Let's have a conversation. Another thing I think people need to talk, and I think Tay or Zig said it. When you're starting a relationship, I hear a lot of people saying this. Zig said credit score. A lot of
Mhm.
people be like, "What's your credit score?" Or what before we get
I've never had a person ask me that though.
Tay, I tell you no lie.
That's that's wild
Hey,
as like
I'm not making this
not your
up.
business.
I'm not making this up. Like I said, when I stroll through social media, you see people's stories, they really tell you about certain things. And it'd be crazy when they be like, yeah, if I gotta date you, I gotta know your credit score. I gotta know like your debt, like if you in debt, how much you make a year. I'm like, okay, I feel like that can be discussed if we're in a relationship and we about to make one of those life-changing moves, as far as like let's move in together or let's move into an apartment. Now we have to sit down to the table. Okay, what you got that you paying every month? What do I have? Before we move in and before we make that move, let's just see if this is going to make sense for both of us at the particular time, or maybe we should wait. I think people just, I guess, not nothing wrong with being in love, but I think people just say, "Oh, I'm in love. We got to do this. We got to do that," and that's when all the altercations start happening. Well, hold up. You said you was going to do this, and you said you was going to pay that, and you lied to me. I thought you was making this type of money. What you said, Ted? Communication.
Yeah.
It's the simple things. And I just feel like you shouldn't let money dictate or anybody financial situation dictate how you feel about it. You can help
Mm-hmm.
somebody. I feel like at the end of the day, if you really love somebody, if you really want to be with them, whatever type of financial situation they're in or trying to get out of, you could do what you can. Do what you can.
Right.
And I guarantee you that person gonna be like, God damn, like that person still fucking with me during my worst of worst times, and they
Yeah.
not judging me off of what? That's a keeper. I'm sorry, that's a keeper. Because you probably was in that same boat as that person, and you just found the way to get out of it. Now You all right, bet. I'm gonna help this person. Fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. Whatever I can do to make that situation better, because I know that I really want to be with you, we're gonna come up with a solution and we're gonna make things happen. You know what I
All
mean?
right. If you don't mind me jumping in, bro, I'm gonna read some of our community's comments. They've been very active, chatting through y'all's back and forth discussions. And once again, appreciate y'all for chatting and giving us your opinions throughout the show. We
Mm-hmm.
have Antonio Mickens. He says the truth can hurt, but you want honesty. Lala said gotta communicate. No one is a mind reader, so you gotta communicate. I think she was giving a rebuttal to what Tay was saying a little bit earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Brittany said a lot of people want honesty, but they can't accept the truth. So that's maybe, I guess Sean was making that point. Maybe that's why some people may be hesitant to opening up
Right.
because, or maybe lying because they don't want to hurt feelings. You know, just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Nobody wants to be leaned on and not being and it not being reciprocated. I think Brittany was saying that in regards to Sean's point about the financial situations
Mm-hmm.
because you're not
Look at
about to
you
be.
remembering the points.
Oh yeah, man, I be, you know, hey, you know what I'm saying. It's
Comments
all
be
okay.
going so fast, I be
It
low.
be I be keeping up.
I
Yeah,
am looking at the people comments. It's just
yeah, yeah. You
I'm
yeah,
trying
you
to
be you
listen,
be
I'm trying to rebuttal, and I'm trying to see what I can do to try to
I
combat
be
it.
low, so I ain't gonna take it no lie.
but this is a good point Brittany brought up though. Is like, you know what I'm saying, if you built something on your own and here comes somebody with a 200 credit score about to be kicking their feet up on your couch. Like
See, and that's the thing though, Zay. I don't.
some people, like they work hard to get to the point that they at. They ain't trying to,
But there's been people that really seen people through their worst of worst times and really build them up to a point where like they back on their feet.
and then they
But
leave them.
there you go.
I've seen it. I've seen
Yeah.
people put people through
There you go.
college. They get their bachelor's degrees, and she tell a dude, I think I just outgrew the relationship, and then she take the kids into the house, and he got the college. He got the college bill.
But why is that?
I'm just,
Why,
I'm
why is
just
that?
telling.
That just don't make any sense to me. And that's
Well,
what
I'm gonna
that's
say this. I'm gonna say
Oh,
this.
go ahead.
You have the understanding, and you see the flags of a person at one point or the next.
mm-hmm.
If you decide to continue the situation and put yourself and dig yourself into the deeper hole, you cannot blame anyone but yourself. You've seen the flags.
Right.
You've seen, and sometimes it's hard to walk away. I'm witness. I've been the first person to tell you. It's hard to walk away when your feelings and all of these other things are invested in a situation. But then at some point you have to say, you know what? I gotta do what's best for me because I see what's coming at the end of this. This split could go either way, but one of the ways is looking a little more for sure than the opposite. So you know what? I gotta take my time. I gotta rewind this back and let this situation be what it's gonna be for a minute and get me together.
Mm-hmm.
Leave a situation and excuse me, and then you see how that person react after. You're gonna automatically know what their intentions were from the beginning, or that you've lost them to some extent at some point. That's just facts.
Right. It just
That's a lot of facts, and to kind of piggyback on Tay's point, I mean, you got stuff like this. Oh, sorry, you got some things. Well, I'm about to put it up for y'all right here. You got stuff like this where my husband lost his job and I'm about to leave him. My husband is a plastic surgeon. He's making half a mil to 700K a year with bonuses at his practice. He was recently let go during the plastic surgery. Blah 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 blah. He used to give me 10K a month allowance, which is now been slashed to 3K. So
mm,
I mean, we see this happen all the time. So like what Tay is saying, if it get a little rocky and we gotta, hey, I might not be able to get your nails done every day, or every other week, or at the end of every, you might have to cut back a little
But
bit.
see, I look at stuff like that and I get mad. Some people don't make $3,000 in a month, and like you upset that you going to $3,000 a month of free money. You could do whatever you want. And 9 times out of 10, he's already probably paying the car note, insurance, everything with the house, everything with the kids. 3,000 just for you to go and play and buy a Gucci bag.
I'm saying like life happens, like pandemics happen, people get furloughed and cut, and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like
But
that's why those relationships and those friendships and whatever
right,
situation we talking about, it can't be built off of like material things. You
right.
know what I'm
You know
saying?
what's so crazy? Like there was another one. I'm using her as an example, but just in general, an Instagram model has
Oh, here we go.
yeah,
You know he know those.
yes. But she said something that really made me mad. That really made me mad on some stuff because she was like, by you being a man, you have to have, I don't care if you have to get 1 to 5 jobs. You better be able to, I'm not gonna help you do this. I'm not gonna be there to bail you out. I'm not gonna be able to, I'm not. She's literally telling you she's not helping you out. So whatever
Hmm.
you struggle with, that's you as a man. You have to figure it out. You just got to make sure that I'm supply. Now, granted, I'm saying an Instagram model. I'm not using her as an example because Instagram model, they expecting, monthly allowances. Like,
Well, I'm gonna say this.
but I
Not all of them, but you have to be mindful of the ones that do. Most of
right,
them gonna come out the gate and tell you, look, this is what I expect off the rip. So if you want to deal with me, you gonna get it to me, and if not,
right,
God knows they ain't losing no sleep. Because
right, right.
one duck won't do, another duck will be after that.
Yeah,
Not
of
not
course.
duck.
Facts. But
Duck,
I'm just
duck, goose,
saying, but,
literally.
but I'm saying as far as like, all right, you got to get 2, 3 jobs. Now you got to take the good with the bad because if your man is all right, y'all know that all right, right now y'all in the jam, and he's not going to allow you or he's not going to allow his woman to get no second job. No, I'm gonna take the second job or third job. No, you just focus on whatever. I'm gonna take the burden of whatever. You gotta take the good with the bad. Now,
Facts.
this is where it gets complicated because now, okay, he's doing everything, but you won't take me nowhere. You're not spending time. Well, hold up now. I'm working 3 jobs.
Well,
Now,
I would say this: a woman who's saying she wants you working, it don't matter how many jobs you got to work to get what I want. She don't really care about spending time with you. She just want the financial part of it.
there you go. But I'm saying to a point where you can't be mad if that person is doing what they got to do in order to make sure that the lights stay on, the food on the table. If kids are involved, because if it's just y'all two, then I can't really say no 2 or 3 jobs. You can, but it's just y'all two. Y'all can find a way to make things happen. But when you got kids involved, to me, yes, the man should step up to the plate and only if the woman wants to work a second job, then okay, if that's what you want, you don't have to. I'm gonna take that burden and make sure that I'm gonna take that second job and I'm gonna make sure we straight and make sure that until whatever situation needs to get settled, we're gonna make that happen. You feel me? Goes back to the 50-50 thing. That
Right.
50, I don't believe in 50-50. To me, it shouldn't even be 50-50 because you don't go into a relationship or a marriage 50, right, Jay? Right, Tay?
What you mean?
Nothing in life is 50-50.
There
Work
you
ain't
Wait,
50-50. Friendships
wait.
ain't 50. Oh, yeah, yeah. Go
What are you referring to when you say you don't go into a marriage 50-50?
Okay.
Elaborate. I'm
I,
Zoom
listening.
in.
I
Before I
mean,
say something.
if I'm gonna marry you, I'm going 100. I know that I'm 100% committed into taking this next step of uh committing my life, whatever I'm about to build. It ain't no me no more. It's us. This is a marriage. So when I mean 100%, I'm not going 50. See, they looking at it as, oh, she's the 50%, I'm the 50%, and that makes 100. No, I'm going into just like you would go into work 100% focused and ready to accomplish your
Mm-mm.
goal.
No, 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 no. You never going to work 100%. You definitely,
Hey,
you going to work at 50 and you work your way down as they start to make you mad. Like you never going at 100. You going at 100. By the time you will be really mad, by the time you leave there, and you on 5%. And you like, you know what? Now you flipping over desk and throwing
right.
computers at people.
Well, that means this time.
Well, this is my belief. I
Go ahead.
believe when it comes to a marriage, you should go into a marriage 50-50. Not speaking finances, but I'm speaking as far as your headspace
Mm-hmm.
and what you both will bring into this relationship. Not the financial part.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to the financial part, this is now this right here, I'm gonna piss some people off. My belief is I just had this conversation with my coworker either yesterday or the day yesterday, one of these days. And I was just like, well, for me, if I'm married, I would just want to have one bank account. Now, it's just me. Some married people in these comments about to be pissed off at some other people. But I said we get one bank account, whatever we need to handle as far as bills and everything else, let this come out of our bank account. And then from there, we sit down. Hey, we'll have this for our play money, and we want to save this much for a vacation every year. Not so much to different all these 50,000 accounts, but just to say, hey, for the main things that we need, we're gonna put this in together, and then we're gonna distribute it where it needs to go. That's my belief. I don't feel like it should be a situation. Oh well, my man pay all the bills, or I want separate accounts, and because you this that, and the other. Once you get into this place where you're in a marriage, you're one. So whether I make $600,000 million a year and you make $40,000 a year, at some point we still have the understanding that it's one marriage. It's not two marriages separated that come together. It's one. And if you are in that relationship with a person that's not financially stable or not financially where they should be, or they have a habit or something of that sort, then you deal with that accordingly. But at that
Mm-hmm.
point, you're accepting a person the way that they are.
Right.
So in that case, you have to deal with all the punches that come with it. They're gonna be borrowing money. They're gonna be doing all kind of stuff around the circle in a ball of messing with the financial place that you guys are put in. But then that's when you sit down and have a conversation. You know what? Let's sit down and we're gonna write down all our finances. This is how much you make. So what is it exactly that you spend your money on? Are we paying off debt? What is it that I can do to help you to get us to a place where you're not living paycheck to paycheck? It's conversations it's hard conversations. It's not easy. Some people they're gonna be mad because why are you questioning me? Da da da. Well, I'm questioning you because at this point I'm flipping a bill for everything we have going on. You pitch in when you want to, when you feel like it, but for the most part, I'm holding everything on my back. So now we have to sit down and have this conversation to see whether it's a wife or a husband. How can we come to this table and how can we both eat to this table in a great financial situation that we're both at peace with and we're both okay with? That's the hard part. Nobody wants to sit down and have these hard conversations because you feel like you're going to upset a person. When it comes to my future, my finances, I don't care how mad you get. We gonna have these conversations. It's gonna be uncomfortable. We not gonna talk for a few days in the house. We gonna walk around ignoring each other. It doesn't matter, but you're gonna go through things. It's not gonna be perfect, but until you fix the problem or try to fix the problem, you can't really complain about it. We're not doing anything to fix it. I'm not doing my role in having these conversations with you to make sure we get to the place we need to be. And guess what? If I feel like this is not something I can deal with, I'm gone.
And well, that's your personal opinion. I
Mm-hmm.
respect that. You heard me. But most people would tell you when it comes to, I'm not married, by the way, so I don't. I Zig
Oh,
will
we know.
Zig will have to testify more on the
No,
marriage.
when you finish, I'll jump in. Yeah.
But when outside looking in and just in general, I'm gonna tell you right now, Tay, and I'm pretty sure everybody, as you've seen in the chat, regardless if you say a joint account, you could have one account, but I'm telling you right now, a man and a woman, they are going to have their own separate accounts, whether
Right.
you
And I'm
know.
not saying that. Like I just read my mama comment and
Yeah,
that's more
hey,
so like what I mean. We have one that everything comes from. We both put this in a pot. The same
right.
amount in a pot. That's what I mean.
What I mean, but that's what I mean by see me, that's what I'm saying though, 100%. Like I don't like that term 50-50 because like I said, this is my personal belief. Anything that you do in life, you're not 50% in doing it. Like, let's just be for real. You're not. When you know you want to accomplish something and you really want to make this happen, you have to give it 100%. I don't care what it is, you're going to give it 100%. Sometimes, like they break it down, relationship or marriage, there might be days or they might be years where I might have to say, I might have to take 70% and you might have to do 30% of a situation, right? You might have lost your like furlough, laid off, whatever. I get that. Sometimes your lady might have to pick up the slack and say, damn, what if I got hurt on the job? Or what if I came down with an illness that prevented me from going to work? Yeah, I was getting paid by using vacation time and sick time, but that's nothing usual. Like that's nothing compared to when I'm actually at work and I'm getting that OT, stacking that money. Sometimes the percentages they're going to balance. Sometimes you're going to be here. Sometimes the man is going to be here. But like I said, at the end of the day, everybody's going to be 100%. I don't care what nobody say. You're going to do
Well,
everything possible in order to make things work, and I feel like you have to be 100%. And then conversations of the financial stuff, that is stuff that you have to have even before marriage even pops up. Like that's a
but
conversation you have.
you're knocking on two different things. You're knocking on two
Elaborate.
different things. You're knocking on we both are gonna give 100% in the relationship, but when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to the relationship, we should be putting in the amount to equal 100. Like sometimes I'm not gonna be 100%. Sometimes you're not gonna be
Right.
100%. When it comes to the 50-50, sometimes I'm not gonna be able to hold my 50. Sometimes I'm gonna be on my mental, I'm all over the place and I'm only 30%. But your 70%
Mm-hmm.
gonna come over and pull me over and be like, you know what, I got us, we good. We gonna stay afloat, we good. Like I got you, go through what you're going through, and I'm here. I'm right there. So
Mm-hmm.
when you say both 100%, yes, you both should give into that relationship 100%. But when it comes to the relationship, the percentages are going to vary at different times. You're not going to always be at 100%. You should always be at 100% in a relationship, but it's not going to always be 50-50.
Right. And that's I said that though. Like through there's going to be periods in the marriage. When you say you shouldn't go into a marriage, if you to me, when you say I'm going 50-50 into a marriage, 50% of you is dedicated and committed, and the other 50% is like, I'm having my doubts. That's what I take from that. 100% committed, there is no doubt. You know when you walk up, what I don't care how you get married, whatever. You know, 100%, you ready to take that next step because marriage ain't no just you just doing that. Like marriage is a big step, and you got to be 100% sure that this is the right thing for you. The 80-20 rule, wow. But
So who is
at the
the
end of
80
the
and who is
day,
the 20? That's what I want to know.
I hope it's not the woman being 80 and 20. Like I said, when it comes down, the man is supposed to be the protector, the provider. I'm never going to dispute that.
So let me ask you
And
this. So when we say
well,
the provider, does that mean because you make more or you make less that you're the provider? Or when they say you are the provider, exactly what do you take that for?
all right. So you asking me, or you just want my general
I'm
answer?
asking
Because
you in general. Like,
a provider, as a man, I look at it this way. I know that I don't have to pay all the bills, right? I don't have to, but at the end of the day, it's all about trying to make that woman life easier, just as she's going to try to do the same. It's a reciprocal thing. This ain't no just one-sided thing. Let's make that clear. My job as the man is to make sure that my family is protected. They got everything that they need. When it comes down to my woman, to try to make sure that she is having the most easy as possible. It's life. You're going to be stressed out. You're going to deal with bullshit. But as the man, my job to make her job as less stressful, to take that burden. She shouldn't have to be worrying about certain things. Things happen. Yes. And it's going to be a time where your woman might have to step up to the plate for a time period and be like, I got to hold my man down, and vice versa. But at the end of the day, I feel like as a provider, you have to provide leadership. You have to lead. You have to be there emotionally, spiritually, financially, as best as possible. Whatever I can't pick up, hey, I need you, babe. I need you to step up. Just help me for
So
right now. This ain't
so this is another question. So do you feel like a woman can lead a marriage or a relationship?
yes.
So you don't feel like the man has to be the leader. You feel like it is
A
okay for
man,
the woman to be the leader.
yes.
Okay.
But so my other answer is, what is it about society, right? Society is telling you, hey, a man got to do this. It's like society is telling you it's a written law. Women stay at home. Like, I'm serious. And this is not no knock on women or nothing, but society is telling you, yes, you the man. You can't have no emotions. You can't show no sign of weakness. You have to provide. You have to pay all the bills. I don't feel like that. There is no marriage. Ain't no, yeah, I'm here, you here. Marriage is what you said, one. When you commit, what is the vow? What? Through life or death, through sickness or whatever the vows are. You know what I'm saying? You have to understand, you're going to have to make
Yeah.
sacrifices. That's what marriage is. You know what I'm saying? And you have to understand, yes, women can lead. Like, I've seen that before. My parents' marriage is a prime example. There's been times where my moms took the lead and my pops was the provider at times, but they made it work. You know what I'm saying? Like, they made it work. And that's the beauty of it. Like, it was never, oh, you gotta figure it out, or I gotta figure it out. It was, we gotta sit down, we gonna come to the table, we gonna make it work. We're gonna find a way. I don't care what we gotta do, but I ain't about to just put all this burden on you. We're gonna shoulder this burden together. And that's all I'm saying, though. That's all I'm saying with that. You know what I'm saying? But yes, to answer your question, women could take the lead in the marriage. So, but I'm gonna let Zig kind of testify because he is married. So, you know, what's your thoughts,
Yeah,
big dog?
so going back to some of the points that y'all had earlier, me and Dami, once again, what works for other people in their household, that's their prerogative and more power to them. But we use the joint account method. That's worked for us for going on 12 years plus. It's just easier when everything is just in one account and you ain't gotta worry about, your checks is usually X amount, but look, everything is in this account, and then from that account, of course, we got other savings account and other things like that for other purposes and different things like that. Kind of similar to what Tay was kind of getting at. So I just think it helps with certain communication gaps that could come from having, oh, this mine's, because this when you start getting into, oh, this mine's, this yours, this my money, that it's the household's money. It's not your money. You know what I'm saying? It's not yours. It's the when you get married, it
Yo,
become a union. It's
I,
not yours. It's the households. You
Well,
see what I'm saying?
can
So
I ask you this?
I can't get paid and then say, what y'all doing with my check? It's no,
yeah,
that's your
yeah.
Right,
daughter's
right,
check, that's your wife's check, that's your roof over your
right.
head's check. That's, you know what I'm saying? You can't, it's not yours anymore. It's not about you anymore. So you can't go into it with a
Can I
selfish mindset. That's just me though. That's me.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. And I think the reason why I think it's a good idea to have separate accounts, like you said, what works for you and your wife in the household, that's what it is. But I think the reason why people say it's okay to have a joint account, but it's good to have separate accounts, because I don't know the laws of marriage or in Louisiana, because once you're married, half of whatever you built belongs to the wife and all. I'm not getting into all the laws because I don't know about all that. But at the end of the day, I think people get these accounts because you may never know what can happen down the road. I think it's that safe, secure net, if that makes
But why
sense.
are you going into
As
something
if
when you doing that? Why get into something when you
I
got that thought?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's a
Mm-hmm.
thought, Zig, but I think like a lot of people you just don't know. Like
Why
you have
I
to
feel like you
honey,
shouldn't marry
you
somebody if you got that kind of thought in your head. Like, what if
have,
she? Then she ain't the one for you, though. If
Yes.
you,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying.
right.
If you getting cold feet,
But I wouldn't even say that's cold feet though, bro, because like I said, she could be the one. How many times you didn't see somebody be like real like into that person and want to marry
mm-hmm.
somebody, but the marriage was good a few years, but you just fell out of love. It happens. Like it's a
I feel that.
possibility that yes, the marriage, that person was the one at that particular time, but the marriage for whatever reason, it just fell out. So now you're asking yourself, that person you were with, you were solely depending on that person to take care of everything that you wanted to do. So the reason why I'm saying people might say they want separate accounts, whether you know about
Mm-hmm.
it or not, is just to have that protection. Yes, I'm not saying that should be a thought in your head. And you are correct. If that's not the one for you, then back out. Go find somebody that you know that. But a lot of people can really testify to that and really would say, like, there's nothing wrong with having that safety net. You may never know what can go
Well,
left.
just do a prenup
It could
before
be
you get married.
right.
Then that's your safety net. Prenup.
That should be
Instead of
something we talk
saying, "Oh,
about.
let me just put 75% up in this secret account because in 15 years from now you might just wake up and leave me." Just look before we get
That could
married. Look, if you decide to just wild out, or if I become Zion
right.
Williamson and just start going wild on all these models, look, this is a safety net for you and for me. And then that
Hey,
way,
and guess what? I wouldn't even disagree with that because sometimes nowadays the way people talk about marriage, they do talk about it as if it's not about love. They take it as a
oh,
business
so if it's a
contract.
business contract,
So
add that extra
why
sheet
not? Why, bro?
into the packet.
I agree. But you know, once again, that could be something. Oh, well, why
But
we
I
got to do a
mean, in all
prenup? Why
honesty, today
If you
you don't
but I
me
feel
or
like
we
if
something?
you
have
gotta do,
to.
go ahead. I'm sorry, T.
Life was designed to live it with two people. So we say the cost of living is going up. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
But imagine if it was two people in a household doing it together. We say, oh, well, rent is high. But imagine if it's two people in the same household paying that rent. Life was designed for two people to be together and live and succeed.
A family, yeah.
So think about it. Let's say I only make 40,000 a year. Let's say the person I'm dating makes 60,000 a year. We're a six-figure household. Our
There
household
you
is
go.
a six-figure household. And I think a lot of times we so stuck on what we see other people do, the amount of money that we see other people make, and we see them doing good alone, that we get into this mindset of, you know what? I don't need nobody. I'm good. I figure it out on my own. If I gotta struggle, live paycheck to paycheck, however I have to do it, I'm okay. Versus realizing life is much easier with two people. It's much easier with two people in a household putting together to make things work. The
Right.
financial,
I
the mental part. Like your wife, your husband should be your best friend. That should be the first person something go wrong, something go left. That's the first person you want to call and talk to. That's how a
mhm.
relationship, a marriage should be set up. Unfortunately, these days it's not because we see the image of other people. Social media has screwed it up for us from here to Mexico. It has. Social media has put in our head a relationship should look like this, and we should have that,
Mm-hmm.
and we should do things like this, and it should be done this way. But reality is, their way is not your way. What's okay for them is not okay for you. So you have to put yourself in a
Mm,
position to say, you know what? I gotta give a little because I'm not perfect. You gotta give a little because you're not perfect. But we can make ourselves
mm.
perfect for each other. We can make life perfect for each other. But you have to have two people that's willing to come together, put it together, and see what life goes from there. You will see
Yeah.
a much easier breeze when you are in a two person household, putting together, making sure things get done. It's 10 times easier. Not one feeding off the other. Oh well, he pay all the bills and I just buy the groceries. But no, we're making sure our family is taken care of. It don't matter what you do. It don't matter
Yeah.
what I do as far as financially what we're putting in, but it's getting done. And we're okay and we're comfortable with how it's getting done. Whether it's 50-50, 70-30, 20-80, we're comfortable with what's going on under our household. So it doesn't matter. But with society, we let so many people into what's under our household. Now you got the judgment. Now you worrying about how your mama feel. Now you worrying about how grandma feel. Now you worrying about how your cousin feel because she know this and she know that. We talk too much of our business and we let too many people into what's going on to our business. So that's the reason why you're afraid to make moves and accept certain things or look at things a certain way because you're so fixed on what other people think, what other people feel, how they may look at it. That's not how life works. It's not.
Yeah, and
Not.
it's not a competition either, and that's what. And
There
it's
we
not a
go.
competition. Oh, I paid the groceries, so that means if I go to make a bowl of cereal and I pour too much milk in a bowl, you're gonna say I gotta be
Better not.
I gotta be scared if I crack one extra egg and make my omelet in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Now we
You better.
comparing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like at the end of the day,
So what you
this we're putting our finances and our resources into a pot so that we can have a comfortable life, a happy life together, and grow our family. I shouldn't have to worry
right?
about, oh, I'm doing this or this, or I'm not carrying my weight, or this person might put more in the pot than me. Look, at the end of the day, we happy. The lights on, a roof over our head. We not on the street. You know, it could be worse.
Whatever I lack, you cover. Whatever you lack, I
That's
cover.
it, dog.
That's how it's
That's
supposed.
it. Partnership,
That's it.
bro.
And they really explained it. I mean, that's pretty much what it. That's how it should be. But once again, social media has most people brainwashed because they want them to live a certain way. No, you do what works for you and your partner, whatever that may be. Forget the all the and yes, you got people that give you advice and all that and stuff like that. You
Right,
got
and
your
they
own
mean
thing. You
well,
feel
but it's like,
well, but you don't have to take that as gospel or take that into vain. Like really, if you feel like, hey, this is what I'm gonna do, I ain't worrying about that. Do it. Stop allowing people to dictate and influence you and
man,
all this.
yeah.
Oh, nah, y'all should
I
do it like
shouldn't. I wouldn't take that
first
if
of
I were
all,
you. I make my own account.
right. First of
That's
all,
how
what
you.
happens in your household should be only in your household and not outside. That's another problem. But we'll get into that a whole nother
Oh, go ahead, write it down then.
episode.
I
I'm about
also
to.
want to say y'all on my neck about these groceries. I never said groceries wasn't high, and I never said it wasn't a priority. All I'm saying is
Oh, the
it
chat.
doesn't matter what a person do. I was just giving that as an
Yeah,
example.
Brittany
Y'all
said,
sitting
yeah, the
out them
groceries,
shows.
the groceries. Ayo, what's up, Ayo? And groceries high,
Hold up.
huh?
Just as important as putting the lights on, I don't think so, because you need the lights to be on to keep the groceries fresh.
Not here we go. Here we go.
The
I'm
lights.
just
See, it's a competition, but then that's why you don't have a competition on who paid
right.
what. Well, I
I'm
paid the
just
lights. Well, I
Right.
paid the water. You can't flush the toilet without
I'm just saying though. No, I'm saying it as hold up. I'd rather the lights be on. You know how hot it is outside?
See that be me and my
Lights would be
mama.
on.
I'd be like, yeah, I pay the cable bill. Okay, but I have the lights. So if the lights go out, then we ain't got no cable. You're
so
right.
don't.
So hey.
Yeah. I like that. See, that's what I like. People pouring
Period.
up their wine, they kicking their feet
Yeah, see,
up, they
Brittany.
enjoying the
Yeah, see.
conversation. That's what I like, man. That's love though. Like, but yeah, this was I really took a lot from this. I learned we're gonna disagree though on one thing: the
Here
joint
we go.
account,
It's
the
all
joint
No, go
account,
ahead.
it's
separate
Why
all
do
account.
you?
one
Why
thing
do you
you're
disagree?
against me.
Why do you disagree, bro? I'm just curious.
I'm just saying, bro. It's not. I'm telling you, bro. A lot of people are going to have separate
No,
accounts.
what
It's just
would
a
you do?
rainy day. I would have a joint
So you would
account.
have a. So you're not
But
against joint
But
accounts then?
but that's what I'm
I'm
saying.
no, but see, everybody's saying they'll just have the
No, I
joint
never
account.
No,
said
that's
that. I
not
But
said
that's
the joint.
nobody said that.
Yeah.
Nobody's I cleared it
no, they
up.
had me.
I cleared it up when I said that.
You're not just
Well,
having
yeah,
one
that's
account.
no.
You don't have just one account and that's
I'm
it.
saying one account that put money in together where all of the finances come out for the
Hmm.
home. That's what I
And
said.
then you break the other stuff up into savings and retirement
Yeah.
and vacation.
But they also have people that they do their secret stash.
Not no
But that's
nah,
I
no
just
mean,
secret, not no secret stash, dog. My
Oh,
version
trust
of
it.
a okay, my version of a secret
Direct draft.
my version of a
Never seen
secret stash would be like a credit card. Like that way if
it.
I
Okay.
wanted to buy Dami a gift or something like that,
She can't
she
see
won't
it.
see
All right.
immediately.
You just heard what you said. You just heard what you
Well,
said, right? So somebody, it's not to keep money away from it. Maybe they
yeah, just
doing
get a
it,
credit card.
reduce their things, right? Or emergency
Yeah, get a
rainy
credit
day
card for that.
funds. It's not to keep money away from you. It just look. I know I'm gonna put in the joint. I'm gonna still put in the savings, but I'm gonna also keep just because
Not
you
but
just
see that's the thing. It's not no I
not enough money, dog. You can't never
every
say
extra account
I
that's
don't.
open, your significant other is on that account as well.
No. See, you thinking about accounts. You can keep money without other people knowing. If you know what I mean. Shoebox. There's ways. Hey, there are ways. You
Bro,
don't
so
just need
when a
accounts,
direct
bro.
deposit hit your account, how you taking that money and having cash to put in the shoebox?
You can-
What was that $80 withdrawal in the
You ain't nobody that fucking detailed.
What you had to get cash for? You never use cash. I never see you pull cash out.
But why are you questioning? Why are you questioning what I'm doing with our money? If I want to
But see,
go
but the
and
thing
get
is,
a
no. Now wait a minute. It's different when it's our money. It's not just your money. Yeah, it's your payday, but that is
maybe
our
I
money.
don't wanna. Maybe I don't want to cook burgers at home. Maybe I want a Whopper at Burger King. I don't need
Hey,
you
it do
calling
be
my
like
phone
that,
saying,
bro. Down be like, so you
Right. See,
down be
look.
like, so you stopping at Chick-fil-A again, huh? Yeah.
Yep, got me a salad. You want something? Can I bring you something back?
Oh,
I
Chick-fil-A
mean,
again,
shit, what you
huh?
want me to do?
I'm I'm about to
I
cook.
bought a
I
salad.
know, but shit,
I
I'm
got
hungry.
the nuggets. You know, I'm just saying though.
No, man,
But
you gotta have
You
that
could
because
give me a
then
Chick-fil-A guy.
because since it's it's
Give me
accountability too.
Chick-fil-A.
So, but see, that's the thing. Accountability. Hey, you know I'm cooking at the house. You ain't got to be spending that money. Like save that money for. Or if I had it myself, she wouldn't know I'm spending the household money. She wouldn't be able to hold me accountable to tell me to. Hey, you might need to ease up on eating out for lunch, bro.
right. But what if I just what if you say, oh, I'm just cooking?
Oh, I love
Something
Chick-fil-A,
simple. I
Kobe.
don't
I'll
want.
show you my. I almost got it maxed out, bro. Oh yeah, that's one of my vices. I love Chick-fil-A. You know, shooting.
But I would say this though to end the episode, those like and Tay, I don't know, like from what I've seen before, a lot of people do keep like secret stash of money because it's not that thought. It's just I think it's the possibility of you shouldn't be so dependent, and that sounds kind of crazy, but you shouldn't be so dependent on a person where you're not making your own money, if that makes sense. Because if something was to go wrong in the relationship, now you kind of left with, damn, I don't have nothing. Now you see what I'm saying?
But you saying relationship? I guess I'm thinking marriage.
Well, marriage and relationships, two
Yeah.
different things. They go
Marriage,
hand in
yes.
hand, but
I'm
they
gonna have
two
my
different
own
things.
shit. I mean, a relationship.
That's why. Right. But like I said, Jose, I'm just speaking as far as like the society part. People do have separate stuff that they might not even know about because
that's just
I
wild,
hate
bro.
to say
Imagine
it.
if you just like busting your ass, struggling, and paying bills, and your partner got 20K just sitting on ice. You're like, bro, that could have been nicer for you to speak up. Like that, I could have used that.
But I think they still holding their own. I think they still doing what they got to do. Is just,
bro. Imagine the water getting cut off. You trying to putting
still,
stuff on
but see,
credit
that's what I'm
cards, trying to pay stuff off, and your partner
Look.
like, dang, that's crazy.
No, but
They got 30K in the account.
No. I want you to understand
paying-
though. It's not that they still going to make sure things get paid. That's
But
not
they're
what I'm
not-
saying. And I'm what you saying taking money out the
Mhm.
account. But what I'm saying is, like T done tell you, I'm not just making this stuff up. There's probably a shoebox or something in the house that you probably would never know about. If something was to happen where, hey, I'm out for a whole year due to a surgery, and my paycheck is done. There's no such thing as I'm getting a paycheck. I got us. Now, the money that you kept as the little
All right, what if you
stash-
pass out? What if you get?
Huh?
What if you catch a heart attack? You pass out,
Or memory
look,
loss.
before you do-
It has
Or if your
happened.
memory
Where
loss.
people,
and I don't know.
Before you do
And
it, you
I don't know
gotta-
nothing about this shoebox.
Hey, you got to do something. Just be ahead of the game.
What?
Write a letter. Hey,
You're
if
not
something
gonna remember
happens,
how to get to that letter. So
Hey,
hey,
I got this
do your
50K
thing.
just on ice in this Chase
no, come
account.
on now.
If you if this letter finds
Oh,
you,
put it in the bank. Stop putting it in the bank.
now
This
I
is
see what you're saying. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
shoebox.
I see you
So
trying
I
to get
mean,
at, bro.
I get the point of if you've been burnt before and things happen but if you can't go into every situation with a negative mind frame of what this can go bad. You can't.
Right.
Because now you
Mhm.
already let me know that you're not 100% into our situation. Now you moving in a
Right.
situation where you may be at 80 or 70 because out of fear of what
Mhm.
can happen. And it's unfortunate, but I'm like 50-50 with that. Like,
Right.
I'm scared to jump back in a
What if
situation. And old people always say it's always better as a woman to be with someone that loves you harder than you love them. Because you know for a fact, like, they'll never leave you. Like, they love you, they're into you, they're not going anywhere. It's you that's the holdup. But then also, again, you look at it, okay, well, what if I don't feel that way about that person? So now I feel like I'm in a situation
Mhm.
where I'm not really happy. I'm just doing this because I know that this person would do any and everything for me. Food for thought.
Yeah. But at the same time, though, that person might not just bring that negative. Maybe it's just something that they just keep it on the side. It's a secret. You don't have to. It's no negative thoughts or nothing. It just this is how they've been rocking throughout life, and it's just that's
Nah, I
just
rock.
how it
I feel
is.
that.
I'm really telling you, like, do not be shocked. I don't care who it is. You literally don't not that the joint account and the separate accounts are the only money. You might be like, damn, hold up. How the hell you did this without me noticing?
Right.
So how about this? If they
Telling
ask
you.
you, they know you got the other account. If they ask you, hey, how much you got in there? Would you tell them?
Yeah.
They just don't have
I mean,
access
fuck,
to
you
it.
went you probably would say, well, damn, you probably had to go through a lot of research to find out this other account. And it's not like I said,
You know
it's
what I'm saying?
not
What they
to
know about
I guess
this other account.
yeah, they would if they found out
No, what
about it.
would you tell
But
them
I'm not
about it?
Right.
yes, would.
Okay.
I would. But what I'm saying is though, is not to try to hide money. Bills are still getting
It
paid,
sounds like
Jay. I
hiding
don't give a
money.
damn.
It's just a different philosophy
That's
of
what
what
I
I
get
do.
from it too.
You get from it, but if you look in the chat, everybody's
Yeah,
gonna
I'm a
tell
hide
you
money.
as a rank. You're gonna hide money, but if the shit once again, if your money drying up and I was expecting you to help me out with such and
Mm-hmm.
such, then I would say, well, hey, we good. Hold up, you had all this money. It's not hiding. It's like I got this extra stash that I've been keeping for emergency. It has happened. Even our parents would testify to that. Straight up. Now, if you hide money, maybe your girl got a shopping problem, and
No,
you be like,
no,
"Hold up,
I
I
got
got,
you.
I got to hide the American Express card or
Right.
the
Some people do
or
have
the
impulses and they have issues with spending, so I definitely understand like the different reasons for having like, all right, hold on now, you get a little too heavy handed whenever you go to Target or Walmart. You know what I'm saying? This is our spending budget
and they
for groceries because we keep talking
right,
about groceries. This is the
Yes.
spending budget for
and women
groceries. Don't go over that.
Groceries.
women love y'all love Target. Y'all love Target.
I don't see no food in this. What is this?
I do. Target.
Right,
But
Um,
nah,
right.
I mean that's fair points, and everybody has their reasons for it. And like you said, that's what works for your household.
yes.
What works for me
Yeah.
and Dami and Izzy might not work for
Mm-hmm.
other people. Also, too, some people
Exactly.
maybe sometimes fall in love too much with, or I saw my parents do this, it works for them. You don't have to force feed. I saw it work for my parents, so that's what I gotta do too. You know what I'm saying? Just because they
Right.
did it and the
Yes.
generation before us did it, don't mean we gotta do it too.
Yes.
And Zid,
No,
one
go ahead,
last
bro.
note
Yeah,
before
I
we
know
go,
we.
bro. I know you said something about, well, what if you
No,
have a heart
I'm just
attack?
saying if you stashing.
Oh, but that's a valid point. Guess what though? But peep this one out though. How you don't know if that was to happen? You get that knock at the door. Oh yeah, just let you know you got an extra 600K or 1.5 million coming your way, huh? Well, hold on, where is coming from? I thought the insurance took it. Nah, that person had put you down as the.
OT.
You see,
Here
you
go
see.
OT.
Hey, I'm telling you. You see where I'm going with it. So it's not just if something was to happen. Damn. Now you're being like, wow. Now you're definitely taken care of. Now what you do after I'm dead and you spend that money, how you spend it? Hey,
Tay,
I
one
can't
of two
help.
things. Either
My spirit.
Tay want to add on to what you're saying, or her BS
Of course,
her
so
BS
great.
meter
'Cause
is like
it sounds like she wants to agree, but
it's
she
one of
don't
the
want
two.
to admit to it.
Go
Just
ahead,
go
Tay.
ahead, admit it, because I caught you. Yeah, just go ahead and say it, Sean.
Either her.
That's
I
facts.
don't have anything to say.
That there you
Mm.
go.
That's
Facts.
also a
We're
form of
gonna end this.
communication. Pleading the fifth. Silence is also an option.
Hey,
I have nothing to say.
Zig,
Mm.
Zig brought it up, and I had to rebuttal that because he said, "What if you
I'm just
catch a heart
saying.
attack like Red Fox and drop
But that's
dead
the truth.
and whatever?" All right, bet. Cool. But what if you don't know? I put that person down as the beneficiary. Aha. Now your ass was like,
Not the
damn,
aha.
I got
We heard it.
2.5
We
million.
heard it.
There you go. There you go. But man, look,
I'm just saying, if
man.
you just got
Before
10K or 20K in a Crown Royal bag in the top corner of the closet, nobody know about it, and the AC go
hey,
out.
but once again, that's your if you saving money and you can't keep stuff like I'm not saying that. You're gonna
Hey,
continue
bro.
to keep the bill.
That
Hey,
goes
but
back to the
hey.
old days,
Teach
women hiding money. Oh yeah, you go to finally change out the mattress. You go to buy a new mattress and like, whoa, what's this?
Yeah.
Stashing.
mm-hmm.
Like Uncle Pete.
Yep,
Uncle
that's
Pete had
right.
it in the TV.
TV. There
Mm-hmm.
you go. Ain't nobody know nothing about it. He just thought he was watching TV.
Uh-huh.
Let alone that boy got
Watching his
buku money in
money.
that thing. Watching his money. There you go. There you go. There you
All
go.
right, bro. Go ahead and close us out, bro. We're gonna do some closing thoughts and gonna get everyone sent on their way.
All right. You can keep us on the script. Well, there
Yes,
you
sir.
go. All I want to say is, take accountability of not only your actions but other people's feelings. Um, just make sure that you and your partner y'all actually communicate, have patience, be more understanding. Understand that sometimes communication and being honest is really the best way to go. And understand 100% of me, 100% of the person, it goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Don't be afraid to risk it because that's what life is all about. Life is too short, and sometimes you got to risk things in order to get where you want to go. So, my final thoughts is take accountability when you need to. Pretty much, just own up to it. Stop playing victim. We all done it, and that's my closing arguments. Take accountability of your actions.
I would say hold yourself accountable, hold others accountable, forgive others, forgive yourself, and move forward with life. Operate your relationship how you are comfortable with it operating and leave others out of your business. That's all I got to say today.
That's all y'all got?
That's it.
All right.
Dog,
Today
really take
wasn't
this
a
as a
bad
victory.
wasn't a
All
bad
right.
day for me and Sean. We don't get this often.
Right,
Good
bro.
topic. Great
Zig,
show.
I
All
got
right.
I need you to it's a clip that I need you to keep in the
All right,
archive,
big dog. What you
dog.
got? Anything you got? Anything you need,
She
bro?
pleaded the fifth. There was no response for
Oh,
that
she did.
rebuttal I came. That hardly
She
happened.
did.
That's a
I was
victory.
hoping she was
That's
going
a
to either ether you or
no. She wanted to say something, but she had no
See,
comeback because that was like the
I keep
knockout.
telling y'all, chapter 30, I'm growing and
yes,
glowing.
that's growth.
Yeah,
She didn't take the bait.
I
There
did not.
wa-
She took accountability.
I did not.
She
She
had
took
empathy.
accountability.
I did. I did. I let you shine. I
Nah,
let you have your moment. You did that.
you felt defeated. That was that knockout punch.
See?
That was
Now there you go, Zig. You
Man, what's good, Hash Out
trying to-
community? Let us know if y'all enjoyed the show. We already got a few. Ayo X Des said had a good time with y'all today. Appreciate it. But I heard you take he Yeah, yeah. You didn't take the bait. That's growth.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting better.
Man, you're learning. You're
See, he
learning,
ain't denying. He
grandpapa.
like, man, all right, fair.
Not gonna let it get to me.
You're learning.
Lala B, great topic. A good topic, good show. Prayers. Appreciate it.
Yes. Yeah.
And if y'all don't if y'all don't take anything else from this episode, what is 2 words you want them to leave away with? Starting with T. 2 words.
Mm.
Like
Accountability and
mm-hmm.
forgiving.
Accountability and forgiving. What about you, bro?
Yeah. I stole one of yours.
Yeah, kind of. It's all right
What
though.
was he?
It's all right.
We had empathy, and what was the other one?
I pretty much wanted to say forget what it was.
Nah.
Not
Oh.
accountability.
Yeah, that was the
It
title of the
was
show.
forget. Yeah, forget and
All right,
forgiveness.
okay.
Like you can forget, but
Now I can
forget
forgive,
about
but
the
I
past.
can't forget. I'm still gonna remember you did what you did when
Yeah, not
you did,
forget.
but
I don't
yeah, I
know. I
can't
don't know about
forget.
forgetting, big bro.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
Um,
Tried it and that
Sometimes
was cute, but no.
forward.
I don't know about forgetting.
Yeah, yeah, I guess.
Forgive, but don't forget.
Well, two words for me though: blessed and loyalty.
Wow.
All
Take
right,
those
all
two
right.
words.
We'll take it.
And my 2 words is joint account.
Hmm.
Get out your feelings and stop the killing and run your mouth. We talking east to the west, I'm not bringing back the south. Bases is loaded, 2 strikes and one more, I get you out. Let's talk about like adults and sit back and hash it out. Hash it out, 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 and we gon' hash it out. Hash it out, hash it out, hash it out, hash it out. Let's get your cups and sit back and let's talk and hash it out. Men lie and women lie, but numbers don't. We can debate if you want, but I know you really won't. I'ma reach and guess my percentage on the desk. I'm sure like Holmes, detective skills, it be at the max. S Rider, his topics, he bringing me the best. Ziggy the BCB streaming, that man is built for next. Take talk, she wear the dress, but don't try to press. I'm S dotted, I'm campus smacking, we at your neck. Hash it out, 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 and we gon' hash it out. Hash it out, hash it out, hash it out, hash it out. Let's get your cups and sit back and let's talk and hash it out. Get out your feelings and stop the killing and run your mouth. We talking east to the west, I'm not bringing back the south. Bases is loaded, 2 strikes and one more, I get you out. Let's talk about like adults and sit back and hash it out.
What's up? What's up?
Bro.
Post show discussion. Welcome to the after
Bro.
show.
This one thing I know for our fans, and I'm not fans, I'm sorry, I don't like that word. Our supporters.
Hmm.
Not you making us celebrities, our fans.
No,
Oh
I don't,
my
yeah.
God.
My bad. I don't like saying that. But our supporters, hey, bro, like this production equipment, these lamps be hot.
Yeah,
Like,
they
bro,
are.
like I got this
Yes.
I got this light to kind of help with the green screen and everything, bro.
Yes,
I be
it's
cooking
hot. Me
sitting
too.
in this chair.
Oh, I know.
You ain't gotta tell me.
I be sitting here cooking. But definitely appreciate everybody coming through for the show, man. Give us y'all thoughts on the show. This is the post show. We kind of break the fourth wall a little bit. And hey, speaking to existence, you're right. But nah, man, we know
Man,
everybody's supporters, man. It's nothing like that. But yeah, definitely appreciate everybody coming through today, man. We had a very, very, very good crowd today coming through.
Definitely.
We didn't drop under 20, trying peeling back the curtain a little bit. Before last season, we were kind of hanging the 12s, 13s, but now we kind of getting in the 20s, mid 20s. I'm like, all right, growth.
So what was our highest so far tonight?
Our highest tonight was 27.
Okay.
Yeah. So we good. Hey, good shit. Hey, you berserk. Hey, that's one of my homies in the gaming content creating space. Shout out to the homie you berserk out there in Michigan. Hope y'all staying safe out there with the I know there's some fires going on in Canada, and the smoke from those fires is kind of blowing into y'all's direction. So hope y'all staying safe out there, man. Hey, shout out to
Okay.
Kimmy.
Kimmy was missing the night.
Yeah, where you been at, Kimmy?
No,
Kimmy was
she
lurking. She probably been working. Shout out to Ayo. Shout out to mom. Still out in she out in on a
no, she's
cruise.
home now.
Jamaica.
She came home Tuesday, so
Yeah,
she's
you know what I'm
back.
saying. She just rubbing it in everybody's face. Look what I'm doing. Look at the water. Look
Uh-huh.
at the scenery. I'm like, all right,
Nobody asked her.
I ain't gonna lie. I was kind of hating. It was like happy and hating at the same time.
Yeah, that's how I felt too. That's
What's good,
definitely how I felt.
Kobeezy? Safe as I can be, big dog. Hey, definitely appreciate you, man. And once again, he's one of the new fathers out here. He's a girl dad. Shout out to him and his family.
Okay.
A beautiful young daughter. They welcomed to the world about a month or so ago, a few months ago.
Oh, shout
So
Congratulations.
outs, man.
definitely
That's
shout
what's
out.
up.
hmm Nothing like having a
Congratulations.
baby girl,
Uh,
bro. Definitely know that.
for the people that's still here, I didn't watch it,
What you
and to
got,
be
bro?
honest with you, I haven't watched it in years. How was the BET Awards? If
Bro,
anybody was,
they gotta clean the BT awards up, dog. I'm sorry. They're letting
I don't know. It hasn't been the same since I was probably
it don't
like
it don't
right
feel like
high school.
one of the big award shows no more, bro. It feel like
The thing is, music isn't the same. What
that
the what
part,
what people are listening to isn't the
bruh,
same.
is so terrible.
I believe I
Not at
watched the
all.
first hour and I was like,
This ain't it.
the only thing I could say is rip me out the plastic. I've been acting brand new. Like,
See, I don't. This is how you know music is garbage. When a hip hop album or no type of hip hop hasn't even
Yeah,
topped the
yeah. It
top
hasn't made the top billboards.
nothing. That's that, and we what going
That's
into
terrible, bro.
July?
like I
That's
agree. Who was it? Who was it? Was it Bow Wow? So I think it
That's
was
so that
Bow
no,
Wow
you're right.
when he was like, everything sounds the same. Nothing is different. Everybody, every single person sounds the same. It's the same beat, the same little amps, everything. Nothing is
Mumble
really
rap.
new.
yeah.
Yeah, like nothing is new.
Even and look, real talk. Like shout out to all the women, females, like rappers out there that's doing anything. Like they holding it down, but they like I hate to say it, their music is starting to get repetitive too.
Yes,
Because
I agree.
I
Everybody
don't
as a
know,
whole.
I don't know the difference. Like real talk, like the rip me out the plastic. I've been acting brand new. Like what the hell is you talking about?
Big
Like
battle. I ain't gonna lie. I don't let you. I
killing
ain't gonna
me.
let you do it like that.
You're killing me with these lyrics. Like, and what's the other one? Don't play with it. Don't play with
Come
it.
on,
Don't.
baby, don't play with it. Yeah.
Y'all be killing me.
Let
Where's
me tell
the
you,
bars?
I
Where's
learned
the
everything from TikTok. If it's a TikTok bop, it's bopping. That's how they feel. I love TikTok. I do. I'm a TikTok fan.
Mm-mm.
That's how I learned everything.
Whatever happened to like the wordplay? You know what I'm saying? Like the bars. Whatever happened to like the cadence? The switch up the different cadences with the rap and everything like that. I don't know.
It's just different now.
Zig? I hate to say it, bro. It does that
Remember
doesn't matter
Twister?
to
What
this.
Twister?
I like when they used to
That
do
don't
ciphers and stuff, like during the award shows.
Yeah, Rap City. What you know what I'm saying? They used to do ciphers on
I mean, the worst thing they could have did was get rid of 106 and Park. But because the thing is, now I look at it as, why do people actually make music videos? We don't watch them. I can't tell you the last song I've actually watched an actual music video for. They don't. Music videos are a waste of time
it
now.
just goes straight to YouTube now.
I'm
It's a
about
waste
to
of
just say
time.
YouTube.
Like 106 and
Yep,
Park is the
YouTube.
one thing that I feel like they definitely should have brought back.
Man, that's right. I could tell you, we used to rush home after school to go catch the videos because you want to catch the what was it, the countdown,
Yeah, top 10.
the top 10.
Yes.
You had there used to be times like during the summer, like when we used to record movies and stuff on VHS tapes, blank
Uh,
tapes. I used to literally
that was before my
record
time, Sean. We wasn't. We had
Oh man.
DVDs.
Well, hey, but see, that's why our generation, there would never be a generation
Bro,
like
Tay is a
ours
millennial just like
because
us, bro.
Yeah.
no,
And like the
she
crazy
don't know
thing is
nothing about.
now I look at it as my son never know what a
Oh,
DVD
okay.
is.
No, she's not. No, she's not. She don't know about taking a pair of pliers and turning the TV channel with the pliers.
What?
She don't know nothing
Bruh,
about the
not the
roller.
Zenith, the wooden Zenith TVs.
Yeah, she don't know nothing about the rotary
No,
phones.
I
She
don't
don't know nothing about
actually. I do not.
fried
Not the
bologna
rotary phones,
sandwiches.
bro, with the you have to put your a finger
Yeah,
and turn the
yeah, you gotta turn each number. The Nokia
I know
phone,
how
but
to
all you can
use
do is
one, but I never had to actually use one, if that makes sense.
nah. You don't feel
I'm
our
gonna get it
pain.
wrong probably the
So
first couple times I twist that thing, but eventually I'm gonna get to the number. Got it down
go mess our
911.
go mess our nails up.
uh-huh. Oh, I broke my nails. Oh Lord. Uh-uh.
Yeah,
Hey,
on me
bro,
today because I'm a
what
little
you
younger.
what you got in the chamber for us for next week, dog? Got a sneak peek for the peeps?
Okay. Okay. Well, no, I don't have a sneak peek for next week, but I am giving y'all an announcement for July 13th.
Oh,
Please
all
keep
right,
it
July
on
13th, something
calendar.
coming down the pipeline, bet.
Yes. So not next week though. Of course, I would definitely let y'all know, but July 13th, we have a guest that's going to be returning.
Mm,
All have requested the guest to come back on, and it's the Gidgeries. That
let's
was one of our
go.
most popular
That's
episodes,
our most
and they
watched
have
episode so far on our channel.
yes, and they are excited to come back on the show July 13th to be a part of the show. So y'all definitely got to pull up because if y'all thought the first episode with the
Hey,
Gidgeries was
Gina.
good, the second episode with the Gidgeries being our guest, I think is going to be more informative, way more informative. It's going to be more. It's just going to be a
It's
lot of
gonna be
excitement with this one.
hey, that's
So
what's up.
2 weeks. In 2 weeks, y'all definitely got to pull up and show the Gidgeries love and stuff like that. But yes, we will be having the Gidgeries on July 13th. So definitely pull up. So if
Mm-hmm.
y'all want that real marriage advice or just that real relationship advice, pull
Pull up.
up.
You heard it
That's
here
all I'm gonna
first. We need the
pull
Zodiac.
up. No,
Y'all want
no, we
Harley
don't.
back too? We want our
I would
Zodiac
love
lady back
to,
for another one.
but I think Tay was shook when
That's
she
not.
read, she had our reading. She
Well,
thought, oh
something
boy.
wasn't right because she
Mine
told me
was
that I would be pregnant with a baby girl. I am not pregnant. I have no intentions on
she
being
trying to
pregnant.
alter
So
she
hey,
trying to alter reality.
yeah, it worked.
But I did learn a lot from the
I
Zodiac.
loved it
So
though. I loved it though.
I learned a lot, but I still have that firm belief I don't base everything
Oh, no.
on it from the Zodiac sign.
Well, yeah, because like I said, I'm supposed to be pregnant. I just hadn't had a baby girl. So hey,
Yeah, but the thing, I mean, everybody, I think you probably had some type of form,
so pregnancy,
some
but
form of your reading. Some of your reading did come true for all three of us in some form or
I
fashion.
doubt it. Not on my
So
end.
Yeah,
that you probably don't want us to know.
Not
So
on my end. Nothing came.
remember she said during the episode you don't need to know everything.
Period.
leave it at that. I'm just glad. I'm just glad that I got her to plead the fifth today. That was,
I don't know why Tay gave you that ammo, bro.
Don't worry about it. Plenty more to come. I may have lost the battle, but the war is
So
coming.
she's admitting to losing the battle.
Yeah, I lost the battle, but the war is yet to come.
Damn, Tay.
I'm just saying. Look, I rarely do I get a victory, or rarely do I get these type of moments where you had nothing to say. Even Zig was like, "Come on, Tay, yeah, you got." I plead the fifth. Oh,
One
you pulled.
Kimmy says, one day I'll give you an infomercial on business funding. Hey, any free game you
I can,
willing to give, Kimmy? Because I know you are embedded in corporate America business and entrepreneurship America. Like, I'm all open ears. Just being real. Yeah, for
For
sure,
sure.
Kimmy.
I think that'll be good. That'll be good for also business opportunity. For people that start new businesses and stuff like that to get educated on stuff
Hmm.
like that too as well. That's dope. We can definitely do that. But yeah, next week though, we'll definitely keep y'all in tune, of course. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad we got this accountability thing. That was something that was on my mind heavy though. And I ain't gonna lie, I give credit when credit due. Tay dropped gems at the end, but I still
Hey,
want to
even some of the
reiterate.
people that be disagreeing with Tay was like Tay cooking. I was like, all right.
But at the end of the day, it's not. That's the thing though. Tay was dropping gems. You don't have to agree with everything, but she was dropping gems to the point where, yeah, everybody respect where she was coming from. Like they agree with her to the point, like, yeah, I get you. I still might feel difference on this point and that point, but yeah, you was cooking.
Let me tell
You
you, I'm gonna
was.
cook every single time, and I'm gonna serve. Like, period,
As you should.
period,
As you
period.
should.
Like, I don't want you
As
to
you
think
should.
anything less of me. Like, I would have to be downright sick to not come in here and
Well, I mean, that's why
oh,
Tay is here.
keep it real. A person not gonna always
Yeah.
agree with me because I'm gonna say some stuff. This is me. This is my life. This is my lifestyle. Works for
Right.
what works for me might not work for you. Strokes
Look
for
for the
different
next person.
folks.
Can't agree. Can't always
Can't win
agree
them
on
all,
something. You
Stan.
can't agree. Nope. You can't. You can't agree on everything. So you gotta.
Yeah.
I learned a lot. I learned from everyone. Even what Zig said about the
Yeah.
accounts. You know what I'm saying? Like I said.
Oh yeah, bro. I was like,
You
don't
know.
hide too much, bro, because they might need to dig into
Oh
them.
no. Yeah, for sure. But that's a real fact, though. A lot of people just don't. They don't get that. No, a lot of people really be having like secret stashes and stuff like that. So yeah.
Kimmy says, would y'all be interested in phone hacks? I think I
Kimmy,
have
Kimmy,
some
I could
good.
do toxic by myself now. Don't leave that alone.
I'm kind.
I'm
I'm
just getting out of my phone touchy
You got
phase.
Sean
So,
coughing over here.
I'm not
yeah,
doing.
Kimmy, leave
So
Nah.
that
the
means
phone hacks
when
alone.
a message come to your phone, it could redirect and ping back to me, and then I can.
Or I
I
see
don't
what
want
you've
no
done for
trouble.
other people. Don't do it for me.
I don't want
Hey,
no trouble. I don't want.
Kimmy said, play with her if y'all want. She said, never mind.
Nah,
Yeah, Kimmy
nah,
probably got all our phones tapped over there.
nah,
I'm proud of you, Tay.
nah.
Thank you. Chapter 30, growth. That's the 30. My golden 30 is what I call it. It's growth. My 30 is my year growth.
So I got a question. What's popping for the fort? Anybody going to Essence?
No, Essence is just like the BET Awards. It's not giving what it once gave. It's not giving what it once gave.
I never was into
I used to
Essence,
at one
so
point. Like when I was younger, I used to love Essence. Like even if it was just going downtown, going look in not the flea market, the convention center, and
Mm-hmm.
just look around, shop around. But it's not the same anymore. So yeah,
I don't know. Maybe it's just me. It's too cluttered.
always
Like
butter for sure.
which just never was like the club scene was really never my forte anyway. But just saying, oh, I'm going downtown and stuff. Even just to go to the convention center, just all that traffic, the day traffic, and I ain't got time for it. I just nah. But
And
other than
telling my
that,
coworker today at work, I was like, "Girl, I'm not going. No." She was asking me about something, and I was like, "I'm not going nowhere. There's nowhere in the city where shall I be this weekend. If I go anywhere, it's definitely Slidell, Kenner, Metairie, Elmwood. It's definitely outskirts. It's not gonna be anywhere towards down in the city.
right.
I would love to, but it's too much. I think on a regular
The
sub
only thing
becomes too much.
the only thing I'm disappointed about is like with 4th of July, I'm off, but I'm not off. If that makes sense.
I get it.
Like I don't know how y'all schedule is, but we're not off on Monday.
Mine too, and that's so stupid. stupid to
We're not.
say.
But look at Zig. Zig must be off
Huh?
Monday.
Huh?
Zig, you off Monday?
And Tuesday.
I'm off Tuesday.
I'm off.
I'm
I'm
just
off
not off
Monday and
Monday.
Tuesday, big dog, and get a half day Friday. Some of the perks of
Oh
working for
man.
the state, bro.
I hate the state. Give me a new state.
Yeah.
John Bell Edwards wrote some sort of thing to say we could be off Monday.
Bro, so that's pretty much saying a half a day, which means you're getting off at 12.
Now I'm
You might as well
doing that part. I went and, I dipped into my savings, and I said I'll do a half day Friday.
Not your savings.
And then I dipped into my account, you know what I'm saying? And then do my
Your
half
secret
day.
stash, huh?
Yeah, my secret stash.
So you might as well say you got a whole week off.
Hey,
Technically, if you still got the whole rest of your
got
Friday,
Friday,
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday,
Sunday,
you really got
Monday,
the whole week
Tuesday,
off.
Wednesday. Yeah. And then Wednesday, I'm gonna see how I feel on Tuesday.
But I'm shocked. I'm shocked that y'all open though. Tay the banks is open on a Monday.
Yes.
Hey, dang, Brittany, I'm sorry. You might have come to BR where we at.
She is in
Everybody off.
BR. She in BR.
Oh wow.
Hey, I'm sorry to hear that. That's crazy. Hey man, but y'all need to be safe in this heat, bro. It's hot.
Listen, I told
Trust me,
somebody, I was like, I lived a life. So I thought I was going to hell, but I'm gonna change my life around now because I don't know if I could take it.
Trust me, when I tell y'all, like y'all already know what I do. So when I tell y'all stay inside because it is no fun.
I saw an old man, but older man. He was in his mid 60s in Texas somewhere. He worked at FedEx and he passed out and died from the heat.
Yeah. And like today, I don't know. Like yesterday, yeah, it was hot, but it was nowhere near like today. Hot was just different. Like
And everybody who I talked to,
I don't know. It was it felt like 125 today. That's how it felt. It felt like I could have cooked a whole steak dinner outside. Like that's how bad it was. That was ridiculous, bro. That was ridiculous. But other than that, though, man, I pray that everybody has a safe 4th of July. I hope y'all eat some good food. I hope y'all drink a little bit, but don't get too crazy. Please drive safely if y'all are drinking. And definitely enjoy the fort. Come back next week, same time. I need y'all to pull up Thursday next week. We're gonna definitely have another dope conversation, dope episode for y'all. And that's it, man. I want y'all to be safe and have a great 4th of July.
Yeah, y'all be safe, man. Have environmental awareness, man. If you see something popping off or something ain't right, just go home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People be out here, they be quick to start shooting nowadays. I mean, it's always been kind of wild, but it's like getting like worse lately.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all just be like I said, just be safe.
Like for real.
Going out, watch your surroundings, especially like women. Y'all check y'all surroundings and just be safe out there.
Walk together in groups.
Right. Be safe. Enjoy yourself, but just watch your surroundings. Be cautious.
All right, man. Y'all be safe. Once again, this is the Hash It Out podcast, season 3, episode 3. That guy right there is S Rider. Right above me is Tate Talks. I'm Ziggy the Beast. And for a 3rd episode in a row for season 3, we hashed some shit out. We appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all follow us on all social media platforms, especially Instagram, because that's what we do throughout the week. You can keep track of us, and maybe you might see us go live on there at a random point throughout the week. You never know. But in that regard, other than that, we'll see y'all next week, and we appreciate y'all.